Hello, welcome back to another episode of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. My name is Josh.
My name is Alec.
Oscar.
Emilio.
Hi, we have two people today. We're making up for, I guess, lost time because we skipped a week at Wednesday.
Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. He clearly drank too much eggnog.
I'm running on an hour of sleep. It's besides the point. I'm having a great time. How are you guys doing?
Flying high.
Doing good, man. Glad
Chilling.
to be on. Thank you for having me and my little brother.
Of course. We have a variety of drink today. We have two different choices provided by yourself, Oscar. Which do you recommend? You've had both of them, I assume.
I do
yes?
recommend starting with the lighter beers and then working our way up. So
Which is which one?
Vanilla cream ales.
That sounds delicious.
You're a kid. You can't drink, so you get this.
Thank you.
Peace team?
I mean,
Is that
he
still
just
hot
got
in
it
high
for
school?
me. I don't know.
You ever sit in your Zoom classes and you're like, sup, peace and love.
No.
Callie creamin'.
Everyone's so
I'm pretty
boring.
sure I've seen that video before.
I
Everyone's
believe
so
we've had this.
boring on Zoom.
I believe you've brought it over once. I think so.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I don't know if I have.
I made you burger.
Wait, hold on. ASMR?
Oh, yeah.
I know,
sure.
Josh, ASMR?
Huh?
Alex.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Josh actually did have this when he made us burgers.
Nice.
The time when you weren't drinking.
Yeah. Okay.
You were worried about your heart.
Turns out I just have anxiety.
Wow.
Who doesn't?
Normal people.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Fucking.
Cheers, man.
cheers.
Cheers.
Here's to a good Christmas past and a happy New Year forward.
Fuck 2020.
Mm-hmm.
2021, that's the move, baby.
Lately, if I eat,
Oh, that's so good.
it is very good.
Oh my God.
If I,
You guys can thank Alexis on that one.
Alexis, look at me.
now look at me.
Thank you.
Hi.
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 But if I,
So good.
if I eat something really hot or drink something really cold, my
Wow.
back top teeth have been getting a little sensitive. But I don't know why.
Have you gone and seen a dentist?
No.
Have you been brushing every night?
So the
Doesn't answer directly to that question.
I am gonna answer it. So what I've noticed is if I don't brush my teeth, they hurt. But if I do brush my teeth,
They hurt more.
they don't hurt at all. And I can eat hot stuff and drink cold things. So it's just like a one-off thing. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I outed myself. I didn't brush my teeth today. Hello.
I didn't brush my teeth this morning. I only brush them before bed. I got that from you, Oscar.
I only brush my teeth once a day, right before going to bed.
And I got that from you.
I floss, I brush.
Takes
and
pristine
then,
care.
Mouthwash.
Your teeth are
Oh.
fucking white.
Are they white?
Yeah, you have really nice teeth.
So
And you never needed braces, right?
I could find you in the
did
dark.
not need braces.
I do not have nice teeth.
We'll get to you.
Yeah, real
It's
quick. real
interesting
quick,
with four
You
people.
should see a dentist, man. That sounds like gingivitis.
Gingivitis.
Fuck.
Yeah. Which is it's fine. It's fine. You
It's
just need
it's
a
totally
clean-
normal. You just need to clean.
You need a deep cleaning.
Fuck.
Because I had that.
It just means your gums are inflamed.
Deadass?
So they're a lot more sensitive.
Yeah.
Because if you
Can't I just switch to Sensodyne?
If you want, but that's the bitch way out.
that's expensive. I mean, I don't know, man.
Sensodyne's more expensive than a dentist?
No, that's pretty expensive. I said. I
already buy like the top tier like Crest toothpaste,
Oh,
like the
nice.
expensive Crest.
don't know.
Damn,
It's
he
like-
said
it's
I only
like,
buy expensive toothpaste.
What's that saying, Alec? It's like putting makeup on a pig.
Yeah.
It's like
Polishing a turd.
Yeah.
you know. Like,
Well, yeah, you're just putting it off till later.
Just go see a dentist, bro. Trust.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
Also, my tire pressure's low, but
But he don't need no man.
They look fine. So, I also just haven't been to a gas station in like a month.
Mm.
So,
Yeah,
Speak-
air is free. Just go get.
Yeah, air and water.
Pump your air, yeah.
If this is what we're doing, if we're just making our confessions, I'm 150 miles over my next oil change.
yeah, you should probably take care of that. We don't want another Jeep.
I've been taking care of it. Those dumbasses set it to where it's only like 3,000 miles for the next oil change, and I can go 5 on synthetic.
Yeah.
Bro, do not go to Jiffy Lube for your oil changes. Please tell me you're not doing that.
Go to
I-
Oil Stop.
I did go to Jiffy Lube actually.
Jiffy Lube is
Motherfucker.
But here's the thing.
worst,
Here's the
bro.
thing. The reason I went there, and I like them, is they're real respectful and they clean my car inside and out every time. They do a whole clean.
'Cause that's all they can do, bro. they don't know cars, bro.
Yeah.
They're,
I mean,
they're
you're
taught how to
probably right.
sell.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They
you're
follow
probably
a
right.
script.
Where should I go?
Only
Oil,
been-
oil stop.
Emilio, you drive a car, right? Where should I get my oil changed?
The dealership.
O'Reilly.
They
I like
don't-
their jingle. O'Reilly.
They just sell things, homie.
What happened to? I thought you bought a kit.
A kid? No, I had to get rid of them.
I thought you bought a kit for your oil changes. No. Like a pan.
Do it yourself.
And everything. Do it yourself.
On some other cars,
Oh, okay.
but that was years ago.
Okay.
Like Eric used to do it for me, and I'd be like, "Here's the pizza." It'd still be like $40 either way, because it's like you got to get the filter.
Yeah.
He needed a spray. The tool was always different,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. But yeah, I don't have the kit anymore. I gave it all to him because I'm like, you're always the one. Yeah, I paid for the
mean-
tools and shit, but I gave it to
I
Eric.
can definitely give you the number of my mechanic.
Okay.
Get him to stop going to Jiffy Lube, bro.
Okay.
Trust. But
Oil
yeah,
stop.
He's gonna check my
That-
oil. He's like, you don't need an oil change for another 3,000, bro.
definitely change it, bro. I had a friend back in high school. Shout out to Ryan. He drove a Beamer, and he's actually like maybe a big factor into why I got a Beamer as my first car.
Really?
Cause think about it, bro. This homie was a freshman in high school with a Beamer.
Yeah.
Cause he was old.
Was he? He wasn't in high school with a Beamer. He had a Geo first.
I'm not talking about our Ryan. I'm talking
Oh.
about another Ryan. Ryan
Okay.
Chavez. Ryan Chavez.
I don't
So
know
I
him.
take my point back.
I was gonna say.
I don't
Yeah.
know you.
I don't know
I
him.
know he drove a Geo, but no, I'm talking about him. And
Bring the mic a little closer to your face, bro. Sorry.
after, but yes, our Ryan also drove a Beamer too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so this dumbass had super nice car, bro. Never changed its oil. One day it just started up in fumes. Bro.
Really?
Yeah. Lost the car.
Yeah,
I was
that
like-
happens. That's exactly what happened to my Jeep. Your mechanic checked it out, and he's like, "This is very common for people
Yeah.
who don't change the oil." And I went a whole year without changing the oil, and I was like, "Ugh." And he's like, "Well, if that's the case,
well, that's the thing. If you don't use it, you don't run your car. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, you don't need an oil change. It's just
Mhm.
dependent on miles, not really time wise. But
Mhm.
yeah,
but I drove it all the time."
I feel you. Yeah. Yeah. Thankfully, no trouble on my end. I've done it maintenance. Yeah.
hmm It's one of those
Kept
things.
up with his maintenance. So, but yeah.
It's one of those things that, as a kid, I never really like thought how important changing oil was, and then you lose a car to not changing your oil,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Shit! When's the last time you changed your oil?" To everybody, you're like, "You gotta make sure it's done."
Walk up to someone. You change your oil?
Yeah,
When's your oil due?
you gotta do it like on a Home Depot or something, though.
You're just fucking like you're at like an auto zone,
Yeah.
and it's like you just walk up to someone. You get your oil changed recently?
Be awesome.
When y'all date your first cars?
18.
17.
16.
Ooh.
Rich kid.
Damn, bro.
Excuse me, I
Your
paid
white-
for my car.
Your
man.
white privilege is showing.
I paid for the car I have now.
I paid for my car too.
Yeah.
I got my job at McDonald's, paid for it. Took me a year to save up for it.
Damn.
It would have been faster if I didn't spend it all back at McDonald's,
I
but
know.
I loved my first car.
Kids nowadays don't know hard work.
they don't know. I don't know. You don't know.
Bro, we went to fucking McDonald's last night.
It was the worst.
These motherfuckers are the dumbest people
Jeez.
ever.
Oh man.
Literally, the term "dumb as a bag of dicks" never did so much justice, bro.
Oh
And
no.
I can't just help but think about like when I worked at McDonald's. And
We were never that. We were never those guys.
Was it like my generation, like 16?
I don't know what your generation does at 16.
I don't know, Gen.
How old are you?
15.
they're probably like
No, you're
17, 18.
Yeah,
17, 18,
I mean they're
huh?
probably that age, but they're
Yeah,
not
Gen Z.
like. Yeah, they're probably like your high school,
Mm.
but like, not personality wise. These guys are like dopes. Like dope is like the perfect word for these guys. Go ahead, Josh. I'm sorry.
These guys are just fucking dumb. So McDonald's usually does this thing where if it's kind of busy, they just start parking cars left and right, which is a terrible thing to do because it creates a whole bunch of errors, or at least it can lead to a lot of errors, which happened to us. So we ordered 3 McRibs and 2 McChickens and a medium fry.
Just out us, damn.
Oh, speaking of
So
food,
our fat asses got a lot of food.
That's not a lot.
That's not.
I had more to eat than you.
Still though.
we tried the McRib yesterday.
McRibs, yeah.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're real good.
Okay.
It was like okay. I don't
I tried
know.
it
How
for the
fucking
first
dare
time.
you? It's the best sandwich ever.
It is actually the best sandwich ever. So
Really?
yeah.
You I don't know.
As far as fast food
Sounds
goes,
like
it's like,
so good.
I mean, you can't beat it. You can't get anything like it anywhere.
It's very unique.
That's what.
I mean, I
that's
guess
why
so.
it's the best. It's like it's honestly Wood Ranch quality in drive-through form,
I wouldn't say
served
that,
by dipshits
So
who are always high.
we get parked, and everyone gets parked, and we pull into spot number 2. And this dude, he walks out. He comes up to our car. He says 3 McRibs, and then Alex like, huh? And then he's like, oh, never mind. And goes to the car next to us and gives it to them. And then Alex like, are you sure that wasn't ours? And he's like, did you have a cheeseburger? And we're like, no. And he's like, okay, it's not yours. Walks back inside. People come out to give us our order. That's not our order. And this asshole gave our order to someone else.
Damn.
And they were the people in front of us, and they ordered like 40 nuggets, like
They spent like $40 in the drive-through.
an apple pie, and like,
Oh shit.
It was like 40 nuggets, apparently a cheeseburger.
and like they spent a lot of money, and they got our fucking order. And who knows where who knows where their fucking shit went in the void.
No, they probably just held on to it because we turned it down. He's like, cheeseburger? I was like, nope. And then 2 guys came out and they're like, what'd you order? And I was like, here's my order. And then he's like, oh, dude.
He fucked it up.
Oh, I think they fucked it. They must have gave it to the wrong car. And I'm like sitting right there. And I was like, bro, go have this conversation somewhere away from me. I feel
They were
this
high,
stupid.
right?
They had to be.
They were not so.
Bro, yeah, and that's the thing too. Like I know people like that, bro. Like
Yeah.
there's no way someone is working at McDonald's at 16, 17, 18, not getting high. Especially
Sober.
when yeah, it's like 3 dudes, all clearly friends, same personality and everything.
Yeah.
It's like
off the record, y'all have ever been on your job on something?
it's not off the record.
On the record, I guess.
This is the furthest thing from off the record.
Whatever.
I decline to answer.
Okay.
I invoke my 5th Amendment right as well.
Oh, all right. Never had a job, so.
I know the people out there know, but I think we should remind them. And I think this is a good thing you guys have going. This is all raw footage.
Yep.
Nothing is edited.
Mm.
So whatever says,
And if it is edited, it's only added. Nothing is taken away.
It's true.
I don't know.
Free
I think you
speech.
guys should roll with that. Like that's a good thing. Like
Yeah.
Cause think about it. Like how many other podcasts out there can say that? Like
We keep it fucking real.
As fucking real as we
raw.
can. Yeah, Raj. Raw as fuck.
Raw and uncensored.
Yeah, remember the intro where Josh fumbled over his words?
Excuse
That part's
you.
still in here.
Excuse you, I've had 0 sleep. I got a text message from none other than, drumroll,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Mr. Wasabi Plug himself.
Hey.
And he would like to request me to ask a question for you, Oscar.
Oh,
shit.
you're on the spot.
Like that roll. Let's go.
Let's go.
He wants to know who showed you how to cook scrambled eggs.
Okay, fucking fight me, Raul. If this is some shit we gotta do, we gotta do it. We're gonna handle it like men. We're gonna do what we gotta do.
Jeez, who-
Bro,
Fisticuffs?
I'm sick of it. Let's go bodies. I'm sick of the
Damn.
egg shit. Let's go.
Eggs. No one taught me, man. I taught myself.
All right, well then walk us through your process.
All right, so
Oh, I was about to say, you don't think you take any influence over our mom? I mean, our mom knows
I
how to
mean,
cook eggs.
How to cook
the
scrambled
I
eggs.
method
definitely
is the
do.
same, I guess. She would do butter on this hot skillet, and then crack eggs, depending what we wanted, right? She would usually scramble them and then put them on the skillet. Usually add veggies. But the only difference is If I want it quick and easy, I'll just get some Pam, some spray on the skillet, because I usually don't have butter or oil, but I have the Pam. Because
That's the trash man.
Yeah, I was about to say.
This is why we tried to do the show after 3 o'clock for the viewers listening, but here we are. So
Then it would be past my bedtime.
yeah. So eggs, skillet on the Pam on skillet.
hot skillet, and then the spray, and then grab 2 eggs, crack them straight onto the pan, wait for them to cook, then flip them over, and that's it. Wait for those to cook, set them on toasted bread, and then grab a paper towel, clean the skillet, and that's it. It's clean, ready for next use. I think it's the quickest, most efficient way, and it's still
And it
retains- it's still, you know,
Good.
I still fucks with it, you know.
And it saves you a bowl. It saves you a fork to stir it and all
to
that.
whisk it, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it just depends, right? How you want your eggs, but I usually have them that way just because.
But you told me one time you did it because laziness. You're like, I want to save a step. I don't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I said, depends how you want your eggs, but that way for me is the most quick and efficient way.
And I started doing that, and Raul calls me a bitch about it, and he calls me a bitch about it.
You were fucking scrambling them in a separate bowl.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
But that's why I said I don't. That's why I said I don't
what?
scramble them
As opposed to scrambling them
In the pan.
in the skillet.
Okay.
Oh.
To that I say, if you have a really nice pan, you don't want to do that, because then you'll fuck up the pan when you.
It depends on what utensil you're using. So, like, you're not supposed to use, like,
You want to use a wood
metal
fork?
or metal. You want to use, like,
You wanna use a plastic
rubber
fork?
or plastic.
You
No,
got the forks?
dumbass. You don't use a
Okay,
fucking
I get it.
fork.
You got the
use,
sporks.
you use a fucking
Mom,
spatula.
where are the sporks? Top drawer, honey.
People don't
You're
scramble
dumb.
their eggs before putting them in the pan. I thought that was just regular.
Oh, you don't even know pain and suffering yet. You don't even
No,
want to talk
wow.
about eggs.
Wow. Yeah.
The only correct way to
I
eat
made some
eggs
scrambled eggs before.
is over medium.
I don't even know what that means.
You know what sunny side up is?
Yeah,
Flip it and cook it for 30 extra seconds.
that's
on
what I
each side.
do. That's what I do. Oscar taught me how to make eggs. I learned
Over
eggs from his
medium.
mom. So every time you talk shit on me, Raul, you're talking shit on Oscar's mom, and I gotta fight. I gotta fight you. That's his mom.
Oh, no. What have you taught me, Oscar? Probably just video games, right? There's like a photo.
He said,
my.
thanks for nothing, big bro.
What have you taught me? That's a loaded question, sir.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
facts.
little
Oh
question.
man.
I don't know. That's the first thing that popped in mind. Now that you're talking about, oh, Oscar taught me how to make eggs. I'm like, oh, I wonder what Oscar has taught me.
Wait,
You
so
know?
how does Raul cook his?
Oh, that's true.
He scrambles them?
He
the
cracks
pan.
them, scrambles them in the pan, and then he's done.
Okay.
And I told him I don't do that because when I scramble them in the pan, it leaves little white blotches and yellow blotches.
I don't like that.
And I don't like that. If I
okay.
make scrambled eggs, I want it to be like
Yellow.
yellow all over. Yeah, thanks for.
'Cause I'm a child.
Gotcha. Now I
Says
understand,
the
though.
two adults still eating scrambled eggs.
I don't eat scrambled eggs. I haven't eaten scrambled eggs since I was like fucking 12. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so says.
Yeah.
Can I too? Also,
Oh my gosh.
I
these
finished
are
mine.
really good.
Nice.
Are you sure that's not just a koozie? You put the whole beer in there?
No, it's a
What
whole
happened
ass
to you?
cup.
I don't know.
It's here.
Yeah, man.
PC, y'all.
It's nice because the last time I was on the podcast, you weren't drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, these are really good.
And then shortly after that, this great human being made us burgers.
Whoa.
And I brought these over. But
Yeah.
you weren't drinking, so now that you guys are
They
having
taste
them.
just exactly as I wanted and imagined. Cream soda, super light, and I'm already feeling a little buzz. A 5.0 average.
We also haven't eaten.
Oh,
I woke up, drove here, and started drinking
Yeah.
because I love you guys.
That's how champions
You're
do.
welcome. Yeah.
I want to get back
Breakfast
to.
of Champions.
Breakfast
over
of
here.
Champions right here for sure.
I want to say I want to get back to the topic of what Oscar has taught me. I brought up video games because I don't know. It's just like the most memorable thing. There's like the photo of us.
Oscar's not even good at video games.
Yeah, he
No,
sucks
no.
dick.
No, but there's a photo.
Oscar doesn't care about anything.
What did he teach you about video games?
I don't know. He just thought me started on it, and he's like, yeah. And then back then, he used to whoop my ass every time at video games.
I doubt that with every bone in my body.
I mean, I was like 5'4". So.
Oscar, I love you, but you're trash. at video games.
All right.
I was playing video games at like 2, and I was beating everything.
Before you could walk.
Yes.
I don't play video games anymore. I don't know.
Did you back in the day?
I gamed
Yeah, he played a decent amount. Yeah, he had
Um,
consoles and games.
But I just like grew out of it. I think. I don't know.
It's like you and me, Dio.
It's an interesting question, right? Because I was talking about it with one of my coworkers, and he was like, "Really? You know?" Because he came over to my place and we kicked it, and then I'm one of the only guys at the house back in San Diego who doesn't have a game console. I think everyone else in their room has a game console except me.
You're gonna get the KFC console?
So what happens when you have a bro over and they're like, "You want to play some video games?" And you're
Exactly.
and you're like,
Well,
"I have a better idea. What if we just talk?
talk
Just
about
sit
our
down,
feelings.
Let's talk about our feelings. How does that sound?"
How are you doing today, sir?
Oscar just breaks out a chessboard.
Yeah.
That's a game of
It's,
I could-
it's
game of-
Catan, actually.
a game of intellectuals.
That's awesome. I could
Have
totally.
you guys played Catan? Side note?
I haven't. No.
No.
It sounds interesting. What is
Settlers-
it?
Settlers
you guys
of
would
Catan?
like it. But anyway, he brought up a really good question. He was like, I don't think you don't like video games. I just don't think you played the right video games. And I was like, interesting. He's like, well, what would you play when you would actually play video games? I was like, a lot of like fighting games. A lot of
Yeah.
Tekken.
one character
You-
journey through, you know.
Yeah, it
so
is.
I told him how I was really into like God of War, into Jack and Daxter,
Hell
Ratchet
yeah.
and Clank. Those
Hell
are all
yeah.
like you have a mission,
Mhm.
and you
Go
play
do
through,
it.
You know, and a lot of fighting games, right? Like Tekken, as you mentioned.
Don't
And he was
forget
like-
Def Jam, man. That shit.
He
that,
was
that
like, he was like
classic.
interesting, yeah. So, you're not gonna like Call of Duty, bro. Like, you're not gonna like a lot of the more popular titles out there. I think.
Wait, I
you
forget. Do you like Smash? No, you've played Smash before.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
But like a more traditional, like
He's not
Tekken type of
good.
thing.
I
Tekken,
never-
Street
I-
Fighter. He'd probably be more of his
That's
alley.
the thing. I never claimed to be good. Yeah, and you guys have known that. Like,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it's
every time we play, like
It's hard- it's
I'll
hard to-
sit in a round or two, and then I'm like, I'm bored.
It's-
But like, I'll watch you guys.
it's hard to claim being good because Josh is like a tryhard.
The best.
But then, come on, dude.
Case in
like,
point.
You guys put me up against these guys. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Is like
You know,
you're not in company.
Warrior.
You're not in your league
I'm not. No, I'm
when you're
way
playing
out of it,
when you play games with us. Because Josh and I don't know if I'm like
I played to fucking win.
I'm not a gamer, but I do play to win everything. I'm just a competitive person, and
Sure.
I learned that like through football and like
Yeah.
playing sports as a kid. You know.
Speaking of which, I signed up for football, but like I got an A supposedly, and I never showed up to any of the practice. Yeah, so I mean, they sent me like an email being like, "Are you a part of the football team?" Like, yes, I am. And then they like show up to the Zoom class, and I'm like, okay.
Check the box and click any images that have a bus.
Yeah. Click any images that have a football.
Yeah, and then I was like Yosemite at the time, and so I couldn't show up to the Zoom classes. There's
You're in
no
Yosemite?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's no Wi-Fi
That's kinda
there,
dope.
so I couldn't go there, and all of a sudden they just never emailed me back, and I never went
Your
to
ass
any
got
classes.
dropped
And so yeah, probably
From a high school
but
team.
over Zoom. It's been a rough year, buddy. Give yourself some slack because football.
You're in the fuck 2020 quadrant.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta be there for football. You know what I'm saying? And you weren't there all year, I'm assuming. And
Yeah, no,
how
I
close is
wasn't.
the semester? How close is the year for school to being over?
I don't know.
It's
June.
already over,
It's-
right?
yeah.
But then,
June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for the academic school year, yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
Yeah.
June. It's in June.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's
Same
like
here.
yeah, it's coming up.
You guys
It's like 6 months.
better ask for that week off in June.
Well, a week.
Are you graduating?
Yeah,
You
man.
gotta let me know.
I've been on.
Oh, you will know. I need you to come out and take some photos
I'll
of me.
do
Oski, I've never called. I'm never gonna say that again. By the way, that was super fucking. I know. I wanted to make a thing
Oski.
happen. It didn't work. I regret it. It feels
Oski.
weird.
Call him Oscarito.
Oski,
Talk to me.
Oscar, bro. I've been unemployed for 10 months. I will be there.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
I'm fucking open.
Yeah.
It's January.
Fuck Uncle Sam.
June,
bro.
dumbass.
January, February, March, April,
Work
May,
that
June.
system,
Oh,
bro.
I got.
6 months.
I wanted to talk about this, bro. You want to know why they've probably
Yeah.
signed the fucking stimulus thing or whatever that got accepted? I need to
Sure,
finish this.
sure.
They wouldn't have signed that if they didn't think the coronavirus outbreak would last longer. If they thought the vaccine they're putting out is going to really help and really quell the pandemic, they wouldn't have signed it. But they're like, nah, we need to sign this shit.
Well, right now, not anyone can
And
get
before
the
the end of the year.
It's just
Yeah,
their
it's frontline workers.
frontline people, yeah, and like emergency response units are getting the vaccine, so it's not available to the public yet.
Yeah.
Phase 2, they want to give it to teachers and
Essential workers, just give it to them.
Yeah.
Give it to me, I'll take it.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
Would you? Are you cool with growing a third arm out of your chest?
As long as I get paid, it doesn't matter.
Growing mushrooms on
I'd rather
That
just
would actually increase your productivity.
I'd rather just get the virus so I get paid for a whole month doing nothing, and then I just have build the antibodies after.
Alright.
If you got the virus, do you have to show into work claiming or proving that you got it? Like, I got tested.
I need a positive test result.
Could you imagine? It's like,
Oh, who's
bro,
calling me?
that's like hilarious. Imagine like
Mother
just getting a
Probably.
call from
Yeah.
someone, and
to mama.
you can text her if you want, man.
Yeah.
Just getting a call from someone and being like, Oscar, I'm pregnant. And you're like, I need you to go to the doctor and come back to me with a positive pregnancy test.
Let's go right now.
And after that, if that test is positive, then we need to get a DNA test to prove that it is mine.
These hoes ain't loyal.
No, they're not, but yeah. Damn.
But also, like in the bill is like billions of dollars.
30
for, like,
billion to Venezuela.
the military.
You ever been to Venezuela? We also bought an
I watched a
aircraft.
documentary about that. It's pretty fucked up over there.
Yeah, Venezuela is pretty.
Yeah,
fucked.
Venezuela.
They can't afford like
It's all
toilet
a-
paper and paper
it's
just
all
in
a-
general.
Oh, I've been there. It's all a coup. Anyway,
It
we
is,
bought
and
an,
we're funding it.
yeah, and we bought a new aircraft carrier. So like, any of the money left over is trickling down to the American people. The aircraft carrier, the coup in Venezuela.
Israel gets 500 million.
Israel gets 500 million. Like, that's like for war efforts. And I'm pretty sure one of the stipulations in the bill was literally like, the U.S. government can do whatever it wants without consultation or reasonable cause. So they're like, we can invade someone, and you'll just have to be like, okay, well, like, it was part of the stimulus package.
Didn't you read it?
Yeah, you didn't read it. Like,
you
if,
didn't read the fucking 96-page bill.
if we invade Turkey without declaring war, you guys just have. It was in the stimulus check, man. It was in the
You
stimulus
accepted
bill.
the terms and
You agreed
conditions.
to it.
Yeah, it was like you
Damn.
accepted cookies
We give you $5 million, and then we get a fucking invade.
and you look that away.
you know,
Blew my fucking mind. And then
The-
it passed, I think, just a day or two ago.
last night.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Insane.
But also,
Insane.
Trump signed it, and he's also
He's pushing for $2,000, I know.
they're trying to get $2,000, which is
Cheers, buddy.
too much fucking money.
Cheers.
I think.
Okay, so let's talk about
Honestly,
this.
who the fuck pays attention to what bills and whatever the fuck our government
You want to know the
passes?
answer to that question?
Adults,
Politicians, the ones who are signing them, fucking should be.
adults.
Yeah.
Also.
You'll get it. I never thought I'd get into politics. Still haven't, technically. But, like, I like the idea of it, you know? It's
I like
like,
the idea of it too.
well,
Like,
then,
as definitely as
chill.
you grow up and like you
I know,
start
but like,
voting,
It becomes more
and
relevant.
Everybody like really just
It costs you more
has to
money.
do the bills and like
you start.
same time. Where
reading
do you
them.
like find that information? I don't know.
Google
It's
News.
all public
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, it's
too.
all. The most reliable one is C-SPAN, but nobody watches it because it's boring as shit.
Channel 2.
Yeah, it takes 6 hours to get one sentence out.
Yeah. You could also just like go to City Hall too. And
Yeah,
watch
it's
that
like,
shit
What's the
live.
bills?
Open court. When they do like court proceedings, a lot of people I learned, they're like going to law school and they go there to like
observe.
observe and like learn. And I'm like, that's so cool. Because it's like it's one of
Imagine
those
spending
things.
your day at a fucking courthouse and doing it for fun.
No, but I mean, like, you're an associate at a law firm, so you're getting paid, but you have to go learn. I mean, imagine
fucking
being
weed.
sent to a Target convention to learn how to be a better Target manager, like,
I'm already the best.
and you would think that's fun as shit.
Nah.
Josh, are you the best of everything? Is there anything you're not the best at?
So many people at my store.
He sounds wasted already.
So many people at my store come to me for questions that I don't even know the fucking answer to. People come to me first, okay? Let that be known.
My wall is breaking, Josh. Please come help me.
I got you. Step 1, breathe. I'm already breathing. Step 2, push. And then that's when Josh got shit on at work.
Well, not guests, but my coworkers.
Fun fact about pregnancy, when the doctor says push, that has nothing to do with the birthing process.
Take a poop.
Yeah, that's what causes the women to poop during birth, because babies come out on their own. The women have no control over pushing the baby out. So when the doctors are saying push, they usually push so hard they poop while giving birth to a baby, because babies basically, you can't stop the process. It just happens.
So, audio engineer by day and MA by night? Assistant by night. Okay,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Nice.
He's a
That's me.
fucking, what's it called?
Educated.
A jack off all trades?
No, like the mother, for the pregnant women. What's it fucking called? The term.
Wet nurse?
No.
Midwife.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I didn't
it.
know that was the term.
That's it.
I mean, I don't know what it
I've heard
means.
that before.
They
Oh, what's the fun fact of the day?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
fuck.
fun fact. Shit.
Fuck!
the
This is literally how every
Don't mess
episode
it up
goes.
now, Josh.
I like fucking 5 minutes in. I was like, oh shit, I forgot it. I'm not gonna say anything.
You already told us to shut up before we started the podcast. What's one more? Shut the fuck up!
Shut up.
Doctors who play video games more than 3 hours a week make up to 37% fewer operating room errors.
I can see that.
How
Yes.
fucking great is that it brings up a medical fact as we're talking
About
about
video games and
Meta-
midwives.
Wow.
Nice.
That's one of those things, man. It's one of those things
It's
in life.
destiny. It's
But I've
fate.
always known that and heard of that. Like,
Well, they train a lot of surgeons
babies?
on like
Or-
the Wii and the
Really?
yeah. So
motion controls.
yeah, there's a lot of surgical tools now that are robotic, and it's all inverted.
You
Oh, have you?
you
Didn't
can be in a
that one
different
video
fucking
blow up
country
of,
and conduct surgery in like
Yeah.
China.
of like a grape getting like surgery or something like that? Like
They
that
did
was-
surgery on a grape.
Yeah,
Yes, they did. That was a meme.
yeah.
Cool. So what Josh was saying is you could do surgery like from overseas, right? Like you'd be in America, do a surgery in China, and it's all robotic. And the reason they do it, the training for video games, is because the controls are inverted like in video games. I don't know why they have the controls inverted.
That's stupid.
Like flick a switch and make it normal, but they found it helps. You guys ever like been on autopilot? Like you're driving to like someone's house and you end up going to work and you're like, oh shit, like
Muscle
wrong.
memory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like it's like
definitely.
that. The reason they do it is because it forces your brain to be like, okay, don't do this because it's the opposite. It's like if you take a different route to work or a different route in a grocery store, they're like it forces your brain to be more cognizant and aware. A lot of people get into a rhythm, and the idea is to break that rhythm. So if you have that kind of environment in that training, it's going to make you more careful and more steady.
What do
Also, go ahead.
Wouldn't you want to be in a rhythm if you're doing like the same surgeries over and over, though? Because like that means you're.
I don't know.
That'd probably mean you're pretty fucking good at it. So like,
Well, you gotta assume every body's different.
I mean, like yeah, but the main idea, like if you're taking the heart out, like okay, break the ribs, and then like you're
Well, yeah,
probably
I'm
gonna
sure-
be you're probably gonna be fucking good at it and like know the most efficient way.
You better be fucking good at it is the thing. Like if you ever hit that point, like I think Oscar of all people would know, like how
It's
serious is it
biotech.
if you like mess up your job, you know? Like it can be the wrong vaccine, you know? Like it could be so easily gone astray. It just
super gonorrhea.
yeah.
Speaking of like muscle memory, I'm like playing instruments about that too. Mostly about that, just playing, figuring out chords and stuff like that. Especially with guitars, just mostly muscle memory. Practice
Exactly.
every day, and then soon enough, your body would just.
Have you
learn
been?
on it if you on your own.
Asking the real questions here.
Yeah, you can sit here and lecture me on how great everything is, but
The idea of playing the guitar.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can sit here and talk about the idea of anything, but it's the action that makes it count.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you been playing it every day?
No.
Do you
Well, then
listen
for like the fourth time, thanks for your input.
do you listen to pirate metal? Alrighty, moving on.
At least I got a response. Damn it. This motherfucker said, how do I say no nicely? There's no way to say no
There is no
nicely.
nice way to say no to listening to pirate metal.
That's awesome.
Speaking of music, actually, no. One thing that I'll say definitely, I think has a lot of influence is my.
Before I forget, because I'm gonna forget. Can you calm down? He's so pissed, bro, that I gave away my PS2 to you.
Oh
that
yeah.
I gave away my Yu-Gi-Oh
I want the
cards to
PS2,
you.
man.
They're-
That I
you can
gave
have them.
away
They're in
my
my closet.
skateboards to fucking Raul. I'm like, bro, like you never took any interest.
It was
in
also
those.
yours.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
That's the thing, bro. He was exposed to all those things. He
And
was
it
growing
got
up
taken
with them.
away.
He never once used them.
Guess you don't know what you got.
I have
till
the
it's
Yu-Gi-Oh
gone.
cards in my closet if you want them.
I'm like, bro, what are you gonna do with them? Like, I don't want to throw things away. And
There's a lot
if
of
you're not
fake
gonna
cards.
use them, like I know.
And I
these
play it
guys-
every day, so
Oh, bro, we need to get on that. By the way, like,
I have 2 controllers. If you want
bro,
to come over today,
Just nostalgia.
if you want, yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You know what we got to do, bro? Not gonna lie, we got to go to Ryan's. We
Okay.
Ryan bought the whole game remastered
For what?
1, 2, and 3 Jack and Daxter.
Oof.
He bought 1, 2, and 3
Oof.
remastered and Jack X Combat Racing, bro. All remastered on his PlayStation 4. Graphics are pristine. It looks beautiful, bro.
Bro, I was listening to the new Kid Cudi album, bro.
Is it good?
Bro, it brought me back.
Yeah?
Bro, I was like, damn, where's Ryan at, bro?
Damn.
Damn.
Cause Man
Damn.
on the Moon.
It's
3?
A, it's a sequel.
Part
No,
7?
no, the one before it.
Man on the Moon 2.
Man on the Moon, and then there's like.
There's 1 and 2 so far.
Speeding
Is
to
it
Heaven
two?
or
Is
something
it
like that.
two?
Or-
Man on the
What
Moon
song are you looking for?
Like Cudi Zone.
Day
That's
and night.
that's Man on the Moon 1.
That's the
What?
first
What?
one?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Ding,
first
ding, ding,
one.
ding. Yeah.
I mean, you guys all know that. Like,
Nope.
one of the very first times that Josh's like, no.
Have you heard the story on the podcast?
What's up?
The story on the podcast about you and Ryan and Kid Cudi?
When Ryan was on the podcast?
No. Have you ever? Has that story ever been told on the podcast?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Do you
I
wanna
don't
tell it?
think
Tell
so.
it now.
Yeah, no,
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I was gonna tell it right now.
Hit the gas, bro.
All right, let's go.
Bro.
All gas, no brakes.
Hit the gas as Josh grabs another beer.
So
These are amazing again, though.
He's
Hold up.
cracking into the IPA.
Let me
now.
say real quick, Alexis, this is
Beautiful.
good call. No,
I'm just adding an
This is almost the same can as the Bat Squatch, and I like it.
I was gonna say, huh?
It just it doesn't
Latitude
have the
33,
the
local
distribution.
San Diego brewing company.
Bro, you need to get on that, bro.
I know. I actually told Josh that we need to get some more local
Yeah.
breweries from San Diego
Yeah. Oh.
because since we went there, I know the breweries you told me about.
It's that was the last time we met up, huh?
Mhm.
A little before Thanksgiving. when
First
you
week in
stopped by.
November.
Yeah.
Jeez,
It's been more than a month.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
So, Kid Cudi and Ryan.
Yeah, man.
Story time.
Story time.
So basically, maybe half a year, couple months, 3 months into volunteering at the teen center. These homies were like, "Oh, do you guys want to go to a baseball game?" And I've never been to a baseball game. I don't know the first thing about baseball.
The 7th inning stretch.
Hit the ball.
I don't know shit.
Keep your eye on the ball.
Run.
And I was like, I'm not interested. Like, I don't watch the sport. I'm not into it. They're like, no, it's free. And I think this was Charles. I think that was his name.
Charles was the man, bro.
He had a crazy fucking.
Yeah, legendary.
Dude, it's like, how long was that?
It was long, maybe a foot at its longest.
Yeah, man. But he was cool. He was like
The best guy in the world,
my
man.
go-to person. You know,
The best guy in the world.
He was, And he's like, yeah, man, like, we always do this when we don't sell enough tickets to fill up the bus. We offer it to
Mhm.
our volunteers here.
Mhm.
Would you be interested? And I was like, oh, I guess, yeah, I'll be down.
Did you say free?
Yeah, basically, right? I'm going to stand by this, man.
Mhm.
Like, 2 of my favorite words are canceled and free.
Not a lot of people are willing to admit the first one. I second that, though. Canceled
that
and
says
free.
a lot about your character right there with those two.
I got
words.
other shit to do, man.
You know? But
That's awesome.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, all right, bet. So I get on this bus. I've only really talked to Ryan. Ryan was like my first friend, man. Everyone else that came afterward was because of Ryan.
Are you saying that because you went to a different school, right?
So did Ryan, but I think he was just like,
But you didn't
came
have
up
any-
to me. He's like, "Yo, what's up? I'm Ryan." You know, I'm like, "Oh
Whoa.
yeah," you know,
Mm-hmm.
because that's just so him. You know,
Yeah.
he just goes up to you.
To be fair, you got me from Alec, not Ryan. So that's cool.
But he got me
Let me be more
yeah.
specific. Everyone else that was a friend, and also volunteered at the teen center came from him. It was
Josh
because of-
Josh said, "I'm a classy bitch."
I'm different.
You're unique.
I'm the best.
Fucking snowflake. Go ahead.
No, definitely.
Bitch, I'm fighting.
I mean, you guys all know this. Like, I wouldn't have met you
Mm.
if it wasn't for Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he would just hype you up, bro. But
He does that.
I get that.
I don't know
do
why he
that for
does,
some
but
of
I
my
appreciate
friends.
it. I think he just knows I need it. He's like, this guy's a fucking prick, and if I don't say nice things,
No
one's gonna talk to him.
correction. This kid's insecure.
Oh man.
oh, that was real.
Sorry. I drink too much.
I have an hour of sleep and 3 beers. you're insecure.
Baseball
Yeah,
bus ride.
Cause you know, I was told like, oh, you need to be involved, extracurriculars, blah blah blah.
And you're like, a baseball game sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, no, that's the thing. I was in ASB in middle school, and when you're in ASB, you need a
Community service, right?
you need community.
Yeah.
Do you
service
really?
hours. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know about now, but when I was in ASB,
I think it's
they're
still the
like
same though.
minimum 30 hours of community service per trimester.
Ryan and I finished the program at the Teen Center, bro, of TLC with 300 plus hours. They stopped counting after 300.
I bet. Yeah.
They're like, we don't care anymore. All we have to do is like report 300 plus.
Yeah.
That's like the cap that you can report.
No, yeah. So, God, I don't even know how. Top of my head, can't remember how I come to found that. Oh, I do know actually. Hold up. The Thousand Oaks Teen Center hosts their 6th grade dance, like the introductory dance before people become 6th graders.
So you can make some friends.
Yeah, into middle school.
Smart,
and I
smart.
went to that dance. I remember because I was gonna go into 6th grade.
Is that how you met Ryan?
No.
Oh.
But that's how I found out about the Teen Center. I was like, yo, this place is dope, and it's like down the street from me. I was like, what the
Shut
fuck?
up, Josh. You motherfucker.
Sorry.
That place
Sorry.
was dope.
Bro.
I will fight you on
I've
that.
been to the teen center 3 times. That place is a shithole.
So
It's
the guy
alright.
coming from money.
To our viewers out there, imagine being a 8-year-old, 10-year-old, and walking into this fucking
Community
place
center.
Yeah, there's like a
that
basketball
has
court.
The coolest thing is the
soccer
basketball
field,
court. That's it.
basketball field, every
I see that
game
you-
console known to man.
Pool
Yeah,
tables,
yeah.
ping pong
Table, like-
tables, air hockey,
None of
video
that shit was there when
games.
I
Even at
went.
State Park, right? Or is that
No.
just for me?
No, that's by the Newberry Park
I
High
don't know
School.
about that,
They have
but
like a little skate thingy outside.
and the fact that it was walking distance from me, like
You have a place to go.
that was bruh. Like,
None of that shit was there when I went.
Vending
Oh, I did
machine.
They
go
didn't
on-
have a basketball court when you were there?
No, they did, but all the video game consoles
Granted,
and
it was
everything
indoor,
else.
but still,
Yeah.
like
I did go on field trips. Besides the point.
it was like duh, like I'm gonna come here and kick it now. You know,
That's all I did, bro.
All they needed, I believe, every time you walked in, just show your school ID, check in. That's it. You have to be a
Basically,
student.
yeah.
That's
Wait,
it.
what? You have to check in?
You have to check in.
They stopped asking me at one point, but yeah, you needed.
If they knew you, I guess.
yeah, if they carded you, they would card you. You'd have to have
Yeah.
a valid middle school
Yeah,
ID.
yeah, for sure.
I don't remember
sure.
checking in the first time I went there. Hey,
You ever
have
done
I
a
told you
school
the first
dance,
time I went
though?
you? No.
Well, the dance is you needed to like have a school ID to get a locker. You could rent locks and lockers.
Yeah, I
Wait,
think that dance I went with Raul.
Okay.
Cause
Seriously?
we were going on to 6th grade, so we went. Cause I don't know if he had been there before, cause he was a lot more active out and about. I wasn't as much, but I liked it. And then I got into ASB, and then I just needed to complete my required hours, and then I got there, and then Ryan was the first guy I clicked with, and then and then a couple months in, we got invited to a baseball game. It was the Angels versus what's the Pirates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in Anaheim, Angel
Mm-hmm.
Stadium. Yeah, and we went.
Make sure the microphone's pointing at your mouth, bro. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, this is a good story, and it's all.
Well, so we basically went, right? We got on the bus, but I think you were doing your own thing.
Mm.
You were with someone else, and so I sat with Ryan on the same seat, and then we both fucked with Kid Cudi, and then we basically listened to the whole Man on the Moon album, and at the time we had the corded ear pods. We shared one and one, and we just
No, I think there were ear speakers. I think that's the term back then, right?
no ear pods. I think
Earbuds.
earbuds. Yeah, you're right.
The fuck is an ear speaker?
I don't know.
Yeah, what the heck, man?
think
But
that's the
anyway,
Yeah, you kids, your generation's making everything harder.
I,
You guys are dumbasses. Make things easier, not harder.
Make things easy again.
No, I think I'm gonna look that up. I think that was an actual
Anyway,
thing.
so I basically had just finished finals, done with school. I took time off from work, and like I got the notification because I have Apple Music,
Woo!
Like a normal person.
right? Like
The
that's
best-
the standard, man.
The
Like-
best kind of music.
Like,
Uh-oh.
fuck you, Spotify. Fuck everyone that has Spotify, dude.
Apple
Like,
Music needs a wrapped.
They
Damn.
do, right?
Apple
Like-
Music does need some improvements, but overall, it's still way better than everything.
Yes.
They're like, oh, new Kid Cudi. I have no idea since I'm off like the grid. I don't have anything. That he was coming out with a new album, and so I was listening to it, and it brought me back to that moment.
It's
Yeah,
the same
and
vibes.
the
It's a
buzz.
good album.
Yeah, man, I've been meaning to. I mean, I hope to see Ryan later today, but then,
Let's go play some video games and bump the new album, bro.
fuck, bro,
If you're down,
I'm always down, man.
we can barbecue. Heard his dad
Oh,
got a new
yeah.
grill for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gas?
I don't know. I know
fucking
it's.
better
I know it's a
be.
really nice one.
Like I said, this week is meant to catch up with everyone that's not blood.
You're giving us a whole week?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
If you can wait until Saturday, I'm open.
We have a whole week.
Or at least Friday.
Nice.
Well, if today's
We
Monday,
can talk about it. We can talk about it.
is a
But
week
yeah,
is a week 5 days or 7 days to you?
7 days.
All right, go ahead.
That's a really good question, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 7 days
Okay.
for me. But yeah, it brought me back, and like I said, I everyone that I want to meet up with, I hit up. They already know, and we're trying to get around that. But yeah.
Yeah, and then
I definitely. Have you guys listened to the new album?
I just listened to the new Eminem album. It's actually pretty good.
What?
Yeah. So do you
I don't listen to
know?
this kind of music.
Do you know he did a?
That's fair.
You know how he did the album "Music to Be Murdered By"?
Okay.
He did "Music to Be Murdered By"
Part two.
Side B,
Mm.
and that one's pretty good. I'm like halfway through it. I wanted to listen to it, and I was saying I was ashamed of myself because like I got the notification because I have like signed up for like
Sure.
I've got like 3 apps that notify me on my phone. Pretty sure it's like no, it's like yeah, basically calls and text messages notify me, and then Apple Music every time a new album drops from like
Yeah.
B.O.B. and Eminem. That's it.
Oh, you still fucks with B.O.B.?
I fucking love
Okay.
B.O.B. bro.
Yeah.
Flat Earth.
It's not even about that, but yeah.
Airplanes, that was Haley Williams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
From Paramore.
Because I always confuse her with that Eminem song, Skylar Grey. I Need a Doctor.
Yeah.
I always confuse Haley and Skylar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Okay.
It was also they were both hot at the time, at the same time.
Thank you.
2010.
Yeah.
They were both big.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the notification on my phone, and I was like, oh shit, Eminem's got a new album. I put my phone down, and I was like working on something. And then like a week or two, or whatever today is, you know, last
Monday.
night I started listening to it. Like I got like halfway through before changing what I was doing. But like I got my big ass speaker in my car, bro. We'll go to Ryan's, we'll bump some Cuddy, and we'll play some Jack and Daxter.
I've actually been revisiting some classics. Since most of the music that I listen to has been passed down from Oscar, since I like Oscar's music taste for the most part.
Sure.
Yeah, and so I recently listened to the Kanye West Dropout album, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, I really enjoyed, and
I think you should let them know though that you also just recently got Spotify though.
yes,
Fuck
I am a
you.
degenerate.
Well, here's the thing.
Fuck you.
Fuck Spotify, but like as long as you're out there listening to music and learning what you like, that's all good and well.
What?
But I just want you to know, you have a fucking iPhone.
It only makes sense.
Why
Okay.
not? It's like buying a car and they're like, "Do you want the wheels on that?" And you're like, I'm going to go to like Pet Boys or Jiffy Lube or like
That's like buying a fucking iPhone, not paying for data or using Wi-Fi, and and sending green text.
that's
Oh man.
Oh my god, that's 100%. That's a golden moment, bro.
That's having
It's
your
like
iPhone.
sending green text.
So to our
Only
viewers
iPhone
out
users
there,
know that, but it's like sending green text.
to our viewers out there, if you
Yes.
have an iPhone, you better have Apple Music.
Yes,
should.
Yeah,
yes.
you should.
absolutely.
Damn, I'm getting trashed on here.
That's the reason I got Apple
Welcome to the
Music.
podcast.
It's like
Thank you.
$6 a month.
Warm
Because
welcome.
before
It's like-
streaming music became a thing,
Mhm.
all my actual music, like I would go and buy albums.
iTunes.
Same. Through
not,
iTunes Store.
If not, just rip them through
YouTube,
LimeWire
yeah.
or through like YouTube MP3. I would do that. All my music is on iTunes,
Mhm.
so it just made sense. Get Apple Music
Mhm.
instead of switching between the two
Mhm.
to hear like music that I already own and then music I don't own but would like to stream. Like, it's just-
Exactly.
It also takes the hassle out of like you have back in the day when you download music to a device and you don't sync it to a computer.
Yeah.
And then when you
Bro, and
sync
you
it
had
and
that problem
everything
all
gets
the time.
lost.
You had the problem all the time because when you had a Samsung, right? You'd like load a songs onto your phone and it'd be like money sign hashtag @ symbol for this
it's
that,
fucking stupid.
and it's like it just transfers the code from Android phones.
'Cause I haven't plugged my phone into my computer to like sync it to my iTunes in like fucking 4 years.
You don't really need to.
There's no
unless you want to
there's-
back it up.
There's no point. It's all in the cloud.
Yeah,
so
and that's the thing. It's like it could all be backed up to the cloud.
Like
Sign
it-
into the cloud, you're good.
now it doesn't matter. But back in the day when it did matter to sync music from your iTunes and all the music you ripped from YouTube and whatnot,
You heard it first here.
like
From
Yeah,
Josh, by
I-
the way, I want you to know he was a die-hard believer in Android. I was always giving him shit. I
I
was like,
wasn't a believer. I wasn't a diehard believer.
Apple's the way to go. And he's like, yeah, well, I like what I got, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's not me. I never picked a side.
Oh, you
I don't
clearly
know.
did now.
I mean, like, I would want to listen to music, so I'd be like, okay, well, Apple Music doesn't offer
Join
shit.
the cult.
So,
Facts.
I'm like, all right, well, then what else is left? And it's like Spotify. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just download Spotify. Spotify made my account, and then I'm like, my sister was like, yo, you want something for your birthday? I'm like, sure. I'm like, and then she brought up like, what about some Apple Music? I'm like, oh yeah, well, what about Spotify Premium? And then
Can we acknowledge that my sister gave Junior the option of choosing between Spotify and Apple Music, but he still chose Spotify. Continue.
Why?
Continue.
because I already had my
I'm glad
account
you're listening
there.
to music though.
It's
I'm glad.
I already had my account there. They already know my info, my stats, what I like, what I don't like, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just continue with this. Why should I buy Apple Music? There's no reason to buy Apple Music.
Here's the crazy thing is Oscar
At
brought
least
up
for me.
a really good point of like everything was through iTunes and then everything was through iTunes, so why would I change? You have the same stance kind
Yeah,
of. And I
started
understand
with
that.
Spotify, so I'm like, why would I change to Apple? I would have to put all my music from Spotify.
Stop talking.
Oh, okay.
I understand that.
Jesus.
What I'm saying, shut up, Josh.
Sorry.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying
Getting
is,
bullied here, man.
what
okay, we're used to
what
it.
was the shift where you had an iPhone and still chose to download Spotify? Because he
Spotify
had to
does
do
sound
it.
like an Android thing.
It's for sure an Android thing. That's what I'm saying. Is like when you have an iPhone, it's literally got an app built in. Androids don't. And for Oscar, he said, I'm in iTunes already. It's just an easy switch. You still have to re-download all your shit, but you could choose unlimited albums and songs now. And with Spotify, you have to literally wake up and choose violence, if you
fucking
will.
raining right now?
Yeah, it's pouring.
Okay, that's what I'm hearing. I'm having a fucking stroke.
Drizzle, drizzle.
And
Of course.
yeah, bro, help yourself. Like, was it like just marketing, from Spotify is what I'm saying? Because like you have the iPhone.
Were you?
Did you have an iPhone before
That's your first
Yeah.
time having
Android?
it, right?
Yeah, no,
It's
I've always
good.
had,
The
or for the
blood
most part,
orange
I've
is
always
very,
had an
like,
iPhone.
strong.
Why'd you-
And
was
blood
it-
orange
was
is,
it the
like, a very,
payment?
like-
Because
The
Apple Music
initial-
wasn't available for me.
prefer
Apple
that
Music
one?
doesn't give you music.
Yeah.
It does.
No, it doesn't. You have to pay for it.
Interesting.
Well,
Interesting.
Oh, sorry if I'm.
yeah, you're getting really
Sorry,
hostile,
sorry,
bro.
sorry,
You gotta
sorry.
chill. We're just talking about it.
Peace, love, and harmony, brother.
Yeah, you just drinking peace tea and you want to go to war, dog.
I'm sorry.
You don't want none. So he's saying that he didn't do Apple Music because he had to pay for it.
Yeah, no, you have to stream on Apple Music. You have to pay for it to use it.
Okay, but it's
Fair
like
enough.
with a okay, fair enough.
But
totally.
there's literally like every music ever created.
But
is
also,
on,
you know,
Apple
like music before we had to like pay for albums and shit is what Oscar and I are saying is like if we wanted an album, you had
Or
to pay for
pirate.
it.
Or
If you
pirate.
wanted
Yeah.
any, if you wanted anything, you had to
was
pay
the
for
plug in my elementary school.
it.
So everyone would give me their iPods.
And you'd sync it up.
And I would hook them up to my
Literally
computer,
the plug.
and then download. They'd give me like a list. They literally would write down the songs they'd want. Get me this, get me this, get me that. I go on LimeWire or YouTube to MP3, and I get them their songs.
You were the pirate overlord.
Damn.
You remember that,
Allegedly.
right, Ro?
Allegedly.
Damn.
Damn.
Allegedly.
Nah, I did it.
Oh,
I remember-
shit. FBI, get him.
I,
No, actually,
I remember
passing the
going
news
to
is long.
Raul's house to fix his computer because it was broken and shit. Like, I was that
Because he
guy.
tried downloading
I-
LimeWire.
I was that guy. You
Tech
know?
Really?
savvy.
I was a little savvy with tech.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my point being, real quick, is that like we used to get iTunes gift cards,
Oh, for sure.
right? And like that'd be like how it's like, hey, go buy music, right?
A dollar a song, dude.
Yeah, it's a
That's
deal.
so much money.
That's so much money, bro.
You think so? It's $1.27 now.
At that,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Really?
they raised it.
That's ridiculous.
You want to know? You know what pisses me off too? As an audio engineer, they raised it not because of the market value, but they raised it because of the quality of the sound file.
Bullshit.
'Cause
it's
Apple-
the same regardless.
Well, to a consumer, yeah.
ACC or AAC?
AIFF.
Oh. Okay,
ACC
that's their, okay.
ACC is a compressed version
Yeah.
of a file.
Yeah.
But isn't it still
AIFF?
320?
No, it's
256?
high fidelity. It's higher than that.
Isn't
Damn.
like 320 the highest you can?
320 is the highest in MP3.
Right?
No, it's higher
No,
than that.
320? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, MP3s cap at 320,
Okay, 320.
but AIF is like, I mean, it's as good as quality as you can get.
Like a vinyl?
Okay, so I want to talk about this real quick if we can.
Yeah.
I went to Ryan's family's Christmas get together,
Crimbus.
and it was a lot of fun.
Aw.
And I introduced myself as Alec. People asked me what I did as an audio engineer, and people immediately popped off, being like, "Yo, vinyl is the best quality shit you can get."
Hmm.
And they're right, technically speaking, right? But it's a technicality.
Okay.
So yes, vinyl is the most high fidelity sound file you can receive, because it's got an unlimited amount of highs and lows. There's no limit to levels.
So if you scream at plastic, will it register your voice?
It will. If you scream at plastic with a needle, it'll register your voice.
I always wondered how that worked.
The Mythbusters did an episode on it. They did it with clay pots.
I don't watch that show. You
Check it
watched
out.
every fucking episode.
I did. Anyway, and people start like geeking out on like vinyl's so good, vinyl's so this, vinyl's so that, and I was like, yeah, you're right. It does have the highest fidelity, but when's the last time you took out a record, put it on a record player, and played it through some speakers? And some people were smart asses. They're like, last week, and it's like, okay.
Sure.
People often ask me what recording gear to buy. I just helped someone buy a microphone, as I said earlier before you did the podcast. This mixing console right here you guys are looking at has a limit. Okay? It cannot record 32-bit float. It can only record 24 bits, which is really high. It's really
Why
good.
do we have all of our settings at 32?
That way we don't clip in the software.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
we have it's really good, right? And we won't clip in the software anyway. I have it set so it's like yeah, not clipping. Anyway,
Point proven.
I know what I'm doing. We have a really good interface right here, right? 24-bit. That's just the standard. Okay. People say I listen to my records on a record player. And to say you're listening to records on a record player is like saying you're filling your Porsche with unleaded.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What's
I
the
get that.
lowest tier gas?
Yeah.
Because at a certain point, you're not going to even touch the fidelity unless your speakers can reproduce 98K quality resolution.
Well, that's just the thing, though. You can still do it. It's just you're not getting.
You're
what
not
you-
actually
yeah.
getting the quality you say you
paid
feel.
for.
Yeah,
It's just
Yeah.
half the battle.
exactly. Yeah. So like if you buy vinyl and computers, right? I have a computer with an i7 processor.
Trash.
Okay.
What do you have? i9?
No, it's a nice one.
Oh yeah, I have an i7 processor.
Okay.
I also have another computer with an i3 processor.
Okay.
The i7 processor is really quick. I can download a song,
Sure.
export a song in under a minute. The i3 processor takes takes the same amount of time as the song to export.
Okay.
Okay, you guys with me? So it's like
Yeah.
i7's faster,
Sure.
i3 slower.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Right.
You buy a record, you're buying an i7 processor and putting it in a shitty computer. Same thing with Josh's graphics card. He has a good graphics card, but now the processor can't keep up with the graphics card.
Hey, man.
I'm just saying it's one of those things.
I get it. Yeah.
If you want to enjoy the vinyl to the fullest extent, you need to have the record player, the needles, the turntable, the speakers, the golden wiring, and you need all these things for it to really be the highest fidelity. Because if you just play it through a record player, if we played a record through these speakers, it would literally analog to digital convert to 44.1. So all the richness and the tonal quality you're feeling and sensing in that is actually being lost because that caps out at that limit.
So what you're saying is vinyl isn't worth it.
Vinyl is worth it if you enjoy it right.
So to the average
It's
consumer,
a team. If you plugged a record turntable right here through these speakers, it would be converted into digital signal. You need all analog gear. This is half analog, half digital. We could plug a turntable into this and plug speakers, not these speakers, plug speakers into this and get the full quality, depth, and resolution. But the second it comes through these speakers or a computer, it's basically an MP3.
so to the average consumer,
Yes,
it's not worth it.
correct. But I was sitting around a bunch of people who were like, I know audio, because I told people when I was first in school, I was
They know
like,
the fun facts.
yeah, exactly. Because I was like, when I was first in school, I was like, vinyl has the highest. It has an unlimited bit depth, right? So if I have 24-bit depth in this, a bit depth for a vinyl record is infinite. It can be as loud or as quiet, and it'll still record. But unless you play it in analog gear, it's not going to play that infinite spectrum. It's only going to be comprised to analog to digital. There's converters in every. I'm sorry, I'm boring the shit out of you guys.
No, I found it interesting.
But it's.
He sure does know how to talk.
Shut up.
That's why you
to
guys have a
everything you
podcast.
just mentioned, I will end it, or I will say this. I
I got excited. I'm sorry.
I met someone
Sorry.
my freshman year of college.
Beer me.
He basically had this setup where he had from his phone to his computer desktop to his speakers, he had a converter an amp,
Why?
and equalizer.
Okay.
Why?
I don't know if it was in that order. To
He-
listen to his music.
He knows the phone has a built-in equalizer. But go ahead.
I don't know if it was in that order, but he had all those things, those devices plugged in before it came out the speaker.
That's a lot. That's too much. That's
Yeah.
unnecessary.
And I am your average consumer. I didn't really notice a difference.
Yeah.
Just bumping it on a speaker without all those devices.
And that's what I'm saying. You can have all those devices, but even this device has what's called an analog to digital converter and a digital to analog converter.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get audio from the computer and play it through the headphones, it's analog, meaning it's as true as it can be me speaking to the microphone. When it's analog to digital, it means it goes into the mixer from this microphone into the computer.
Right. Oh, got you.
And
Yeah.
what's being recorded is now digital audio. Anything coming out of the computer can be technically analog audio,
Okay.
but it has to be converted.
Gotcha.
So it still has to leave the realm of the digital plane, but once it goes to the digital plane, it's kind of stuck there. The analog realm is just analog. It'll just always be sound in its true form. As true as my voice speaking right now. But as soon as it comes out of the computer, it's digital. It can be fed through analog components, but it's not really analog sound.
Does it make a difference to someone that's deaf? Not really.
It doesn't make a difference to a lot of people, but it's like
You know?
that's the market. They
But-
they found a way to brand it and sell it, and that's where we're at.
But good for you though, if you can enjoy that
Yeah, sorry for that
high
rant.
quality
You have
of
a vinyl
audio.
record,
No,
Alec?
good for you. Like,
if
Huh?
you have that
You have
set
vinyl
up,
records,
if
Alec?
I do.
Honestly, to really enjoy it, you need the full setup, like he was saying. Like,
how much would that cost
Yeah, that's a great question.
So let's just say
to have like baseline to be able to enjoy vinyl to the highest extent? Baseline,
let's just
because I'm sure
say
you could buy the $100,000 TV at Best
Sure,
Buy
Sure.
and have
we
it
should
still be
spend a little
piece
more
of
money.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, you should, but that's why he's saying.
Yeah.
It's,
So
ballpark.
a turntable would be like 150.
Okay.
A gold needle would be like another 150.
300.
The proper wiring, like $50 for left and right channels.
350.
Good speakers would be like 150.
Okay.
So like
500.
$500.
Half a K.
That's not that much.
Okay.
I mean, it's not that much if you're like an audio connoisseur,
Audiophile.
Yeah.
you know. But like that's the thing. Like if you look up audiophile music on YouTube, it's the same principle. It all gets converted to digital, so all the range and depth people say they hear, it's impossible. It's in a different. It's not even possible through that converter, through that setup.
Speaking of audio, I came across not too long ago 8D audio on YouTube, and it's
Ooh,
these.
those shits are fun.
Yeah,
Just circle around your head.
Is that-
right?
is that the
basically,
flies
you
and shit?
close your eyes, you put in your fucking
ASMR,
earbuds,
baby.
and then they like they narrate you through this journey, this story, and like I'm like I have someone fucking drilling my head over here, someone over here. Like,
Directional audio.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
the best.
that was pretty dope. Like I was like I closed my eyes and I literally like
You
at one
sense
point
it?
it felt like I was with them when they recorded that.
Yeah,
So that was pretty cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the video. It's like 8 years old. Like this has
Yeah.
been a thing, but I just came across
It
it
actually
recently.
it actually became a thing when Apple released its first set of earbuds.
Really
Yeah, I remember I got to listen
like
to
the
it.
AirPods or
Just earbuds, the wired ones. We were in like middle school.
oh okay
Back in the day.
okay
It was like I remember the first sound file. It was like a fly flying around, which was the example I was gonna say.
yeah
Is you
yeah.
hear it down here,
Yeah.
and then it goes up and around, and then
Yeah,
zzz, and you hear it in front of you and behind
yeah.
you. Yeah, that's some whole other audio magic shit.
Okay.
I don't even know how to do that.
Oh gotcha
But that's
Okay.
some whole other shit
Yeah.
audio wise. But yeah, it's been around for a while. But it's like
Yeah.
it's the digital plane, you know.
Mhm.
That's the thing. You couldn't do that with analog. You can do it with digital, and that's the give and take, right? Because
Okay.
you'll never get an album to
Why
have.
would you?
Yeah, exactly. But it's one of those
They're
things.
fucking spinning around you.
Like,
and
why would you?
Yeah, but it's one of those crazy things.
get
It's
that.
like, wow. It's a whole new world. It's different. It's a different plane of existence. Like you said, 8D, 8-dimensional. It makes sense.
The Beatles don't do this exactly, but don't they like have their music where like they're playing certain instruments on one side and then certain other instruments on the other
Yeah,
side?
so that's just stereo panning.
Oh, okay.
That's like I could do that on this board. See those little knobs? I turn one left, and you hear it only in the left speaker.
So isn't that just skillful panning?
Kind of. I mean, I'm
'Cause,
assuming.
like, if you hear the fly go from right to left, it's just okay. We'll turn that.
I'm assuming it's something more along the lines of 5.1 audio, but divided into left and right. So theoretically speaking, I'm nerding out. I'm so sorry, guys, but theoretically speaking, if we have 2 channels and we make it 8-dimensional, we're gonna have 4 dimensions on each side, right? Theoretically speaking, you divide the frequencies into 4 spectrums. You're gonna have the lows, low mids, high mids, highs, right? Both channels. And then if you want a fly flying around, you get the fly, and it's a single channel, bzzz, and then you tell it to go to this channel, up and around. So I'd go into the low frequencies, I'd go bzzz, and you let the frequency spectrum carry it in time and space.
But couldn't you just also do that with panning?
It is. It's a mixture of panning and EQing, but it's a lot of automation.
Oh.
How the fuck did you do that?
Mazel tov! I didn't drink it. I'm sitting here talking like a nerd. I'm about to drink the Blood Orange IPA,
Okay, yeah.
Latitude 33.
Have a drink. Have
a lot
sip.
of blood orange in it. It's not
Tell
bad.
us what you think.
The orange is there. It's present.
It's really good.
Oh.
Unparalleled craft. Yeah, I mean, I can nerd out all day if you guys poke me. So unless you guys want to change the subject.
No, I think it's cool. To be honest,
Hey,
I
man.
really do. It's nice.
What have I told you since day one?
Be yourself.
I love when fucking people nerd out about things they like. That shows passion to me.
What do you
Yeah.
nerd out about?
When
What's
do
your-
I
what's
nerd
That's
your-
a
out?
great question.
Yeah, I never
Your
seen you nerd
passion.
out. I never seen you
Nerd
nerd out.
Me nerd out.
Yeah,
Never.
I try to ask you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Out of the fucking what has it been?
Years.
8 years I've known you. I've never seen you nerd out about anything.
Yikes.
What are you passionate about, Oscar?
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes.
Well, here's the thing.
Not
Here's the thing,
anymore.
gentlemen. Every time I've witnessed someone nerd out whatever they really like, I've always had them told, "Shut the fuck up, you nerd." And like that breaks me. I'm like, bro, he was like, okay, I get it, you weren't into the topic, but like at least let them finish and then be like, okay, and change the subject. There's always, it's not how you say, it's what you say, right? Or no, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Like, I don't know, man. Like
This
that,
is a safe space.
well, that's
As
the thing.
gay as that
we
sounds.
know- what you mean.
Because I've always seen
Unless you're a
that
Spotify user.
from friend to friend
Yeah,
to
fuck you.
You know, just anyone I've been with, I've always seen that, like, someone be like, "Shut the fuck up, nerd." Like,
Mhm.
Well, then
And,
let me take a quick second to say, when I told you guys to shut the fuck up earlier, it was only because I understood what you were saying, and I wanted to talk over you.
What did you tell us to shut up about? I don't remember.
I think that was listening to like Kid Cudi and then you're like, shut up or something like that.
Well, I said stop
Oh, no.
talking.
Yeah.
You were elaborating something about iTunes before you got mad at me and started yelling, and I was like, you need to stop talking.
Yeah.
So
Fair
I was
enough.
like saying, like, I was just being like, I get it, like, you've made your point.
Mhm.
Now it's
I
my
missed
turn.
that whole conversation.
That's all.
then.
That's all I was saying. I just want to clear that up.
I'm
Yeah, it's
just
alright.
saying that, like,
That was fair enough.
in the past, I've seen it too many times where people get shut up because they start talking about video games, sports, whatever they're really passionate about, and
Not
that's
to
cool.
sports.
I love. I was gonna say the fact that you put video games and sports in separate columns probably grinded Josh's gears, bro.
Not even. No.
No,
In
What?
separate columns.
I
Josh
know,
doesn't
I
separate
know where to
sports
draw
and
the
video
line.
games.
Josh says video games are sports.
Okay, but that doesn't mean
There's a difference.
I'm gonna
I
use sports to refer to video games and vice versa.
I know the fucking difference between video games and a sport.
See how angry they're
If
getting,
you say
Junior?
e-sport
Don't
and
be like them
sport,
when you grow
it's
up.
different.
I'm
First of
really
all,
on that.
How-
real-
you're trying to poke a bear.
Do you want to nerd out and get passionate real quick? I'll
no,
listen.
I don't.
Let's go.
I mean, no, I don't. There's nothing to get passionate
So
about.
this was one of the very few times where someone nerded out.
Mm.
Right now, you on music,
I do this a lot though.
but I followed.
Mm.
I usually don't follow,
Mm.
but I really like the passion. So I don't pay as close attention to what you're saying, just what you're doing.
How
Your
much
body
you-
movements.
yeah.
That's what.
When I'm leaning forward and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Your
You're, when you're
face
excited,
expressions,
just do
bro.
this.
You're
Yeah,
just-
Really?
when you're really into a subject, like you light up.
Your eyes go wide.
Yeah, you're like, yeah,
your
you know.
pupils
You look
dilate.
like a fucking crackhead.
But this was one of the few times where I actually followed because I was.
I like the
interested.
monopod. My-
Josh, inventor of the monopod.
I'm not the inventor of the monopod.
I think he invented
But
it.
what do I nerd out?
What do you nerd
at?
about?
I don't know. Honestly.
Biotech.
I mean,
Well,
I
let's-
work in that, but, like,
What do
I
you
wouldn't-
love? What do you love?
Beer?
Who do you love?
Do you even have a nerd out thing?
I don't know, man. That's the
What a
thing,
great
though.
question,
The
Josh.
day it comes, I'll know because someone will tell me to shut up,
Okay, so you.
and that's when I'll
Tell us
know.
about this beer.
Sure, man.
I would say your thing is craft beers.
Beer.
I'm trying to expose that. Tell us about the beer.
Yeah,
The
man.
two beers you brought.
Sure. So, this vanilla cream ale, as we mentioned earlier, Alexis.
Hi.
Yeah, it was really good. Probably one of my favorite.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie to you. One of my favorite beers I've had in a long time.
But that's the thing, though. I've been to this brewery. There's one in San Diego.
Mm.
Never
This is the San
thought
Diego one
about
too?
it. What's up?
Both of these are San Diego.
Yeah, both of
Okay.
these are. Yeah. So
Local.
one's Mother Earth, one's Latitude 33.
Nice.
Latitude 33 actually on the map. If you know
Mhm.
anything about coordinates, I didn't because I looked it up. I was like
Latitude,
intrigued.
longitude.
I don't think I've ever been taught any
Latitude,
geographical
longitude, exactly.
class. or
So
anything
this
I recommend you
actually
take
is San Marcos in San Diego. It's northern San Diego,
Mhm.
but yeah, this Mother Earth. I've been to it, the brewery with if you guys remember Dominic.
Mhm.
He's been on a couple game nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's him and I went a couple times out, and one of the times we went to this brewery, but I never once remember trying that ale. And I was telling Josh earlier before you came on that I want to say with lagers and ales, they're like the popular ones.
Mm-hmm.
But once you branch out from there, like your sours, your stouts, those are more not all people are fans.
We have to drink a fucking stout on Wednesday.
Yeah.
What? Why?
Show them.
They're actually right behind you. It's called Lump of Coal.
Pick it
So
up.
it was a Christmas gift.
We were given 2 beers for Christmas, and they asked us to drink it on the podcast. So we're
Yeah.
gonna.
So we have to drink a stout
That's the
and the other version of Foster's on the show.
so that's the thing. I've only seen like stouts be like really high in alcohol.
But how heavy does that bottle feel?
Oh, this
dense.
is this manly.
It feels like a syrup bottle, right?
7.5,
So,
dude.
yeah.
That's
It's
an
a-
IPA. Dude.
It's a thick bottle, bro.
almost double IPA.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we get on Wednesday.
Oh.
See, I picked these because otherwise I've been drinking a lot of sours lately, but I didn't want to test the waters and be like, I'm like, what if they hate them? Like
We have sours up on the wall.
We have a sour.
a sour, you have one sour.
Okay.
Oh,
You feel
okay,
me?
yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Put you in your
didn't wanna
place.
You hella right.
but you have hella ales and
Mhm.
IPAs on here.
You're right,
So I was
you're
like,
right.
Let's go this route.
A
You're
lot
right.
of lights too.
Well, we drink through CVS's stock real
Yeah.
quick,
Hell
but
yeah.
We're through with all of our domestics. Now
Yeah.
we're going to crafts.
we're through with everything.
Yeah.
Good.
Next time you guys find yourselves in San Diego, we're gonna have to go to an actual brewery.
Okay.
Once everything's
know.
open.
I mean,
Are
that's
they-
the thing. So that's the thing, though.
Are they open down there?
That's the thing, though. Right before I left in San Diego, I saw people dining in. I mean, granted, 25% capacity, whatever it is. Stuff was open down there.
Oh yeah, I went
And
to
then
Tarantula Hill with my
I-
brother.
Oh, they're open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Tarantula Hill's closed at all, to be honest. I'm pretty sure they've broken
Dang, bro.
protocol.
I had a really fucking good hazy beer. I forgot what it's called.
You like your hazies, don't you?
I like hazies.
That's what's up.
It was so fucking good. It was like one of the best beers I've ever had.
Oh man, I can't tell you right now. But so I recently did a happy hour, a virtual happy hour through Alexis's company.
Nice.
They like sponsored us and everything. It was dope. Free
Hell
beer
yeah.
That night. But the guy was telling us how hazy IPAs, because we got a beer connoisseur basically. How hazy IPAs, you know, they leave out a process. I forgot a step basically before it's brought onto shelves, before it's, you know, the final product, and that's what makes it hazy. It's in a way it's an unfinished beer.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
like the milky kind of?
Sounds like a filtering thing.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. It's exactly
Gotcha.
that. I don't have the actual terminology for it right now. I can't think of it, but he told me, because I was made fun of when I first had my first hazy beer. Basically, it was a hazy IPA.
What does hazy mean?
It's just
Think of
like
it like milky.
it's a cloudy,
Yeah,
cloudy.
cloudy.
It is cloudy.
Okay.
Cloudy's
Yeah.
a better word.
Okay.
like not thick, but like you can't see like,
Yeah.
through it.
Okay.
So basically, I was just gonna say I was made fun of because my beer looked like harvested cell fluid culture.
Sperm.
Sure. It's basically
Nut milk.
all this media before it's filtered,
Got it.
and
Got
it
it,
looks
got
very
it.
cloudy. It looks exactly like a hazy beer would. And I got made fun of. He's like, "Oh, dude, why'd you get harvested cell? Whatever."
That's a science
I was saying, that's what
nerd
you-
joke.
That's the thing. I brought it up at the virtual happy hour, and the beer connoisseur, he was like, "No, you're actually right." Like, he was like, "Do you work? Are you a scientist? What are you?" And he was like, "Hazy beers are made like that. It's just the same process as if you were to make an IPA, but we leave a step or two out of it."
To make it hazy.
And he's absolutely right. They don't filter something. Yeah. So that's why you get that cloudiness. It's an unfinished product. But
Dirty beer.
Oh my god, bro! He literally said that it's like a dirty beer.
Really?
That's hilarious,
Man,
bro.
I'm a beer connoisseur. Motherfucker, get at me.
But that's a hazy.
So if you were to filter, do that last step, would it become an IPA or something else?
That's basically
it?
what he was trying to say.
Huh.
Yeah.
I remember watching something on Netflix where it's like wine connoisseurs are like fate or something, that they actually can't tell the difference between different wines.
You saw this on what? Netflix?
Netflix was like some like if the people watching, if you guys know, it's like Adam Ruins Everything, and I watched it.
Everyone
and
knows
it was,
that.
Everyone knows Adam Ruins
okay.
Everything,
And I
yeah.
just watched like the video where it's like, oh, wine connoisseurs are fake, like they don't know the difference of taste.
The moral of that episode was, if you find a wine and you like it, don't let anyone tell you it's bad or cheap. The same way we're kind of saying, like, we're going to try all these beers and give our opinion on it.
A nice sweet Moscato.
Subjective, everything's
Everything's
yeah.
subjective. And that's the thing, is like, look how many beers we tried. And look, Two Dudes Drinking Beer does not condone underage drinking or excessive drinking in any form or fashion. But
And only half of them are on the wall.
yeah, we have 60 episodes of beer, and that's about 30. Like, we tried all those. I could tell you which ones I don't like and which ones I really do like.
You don't like Soul, I know that. You said it
Don't
tastes
like
like
Soul.
dirt.
It tastes like dirt.
You don't like Micheladas
It's my
either.
favorite Mexican beer. I'll put that out there.
But it's one of those things, like, and that's the thing. Josh loves it. I don't.
The
And
best.
it's okay, but we only learned that by trying it.
You got
Yeah.
fucking Einstock.
Hey, my dad really likes this Tecate, and I'm just like,
We've had Tecate.
It's on,
Yeah,
it's
so,
on
yeah, that's DeAndre's
the first
episode.
shelf. Yeah.
It's literal water.
A lot of light beers are.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
after
I
you drink
mean-
like IPAs
Well, that's
for
the thing.
so long.
That's the thing. let me get this across. That's the thing. Growing up, you see your dad, your uncle, whatever, like
Miller High Life,
They
Bro,
drink
they-
the same
they
fucking
finish,
beer
like-
ever.
Red Rolling Rock.
24-pack easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
Bro, we
Goes
kill
down
18s and 24s
They
now
go
all the
back to
time.
the store for another 24-pack. I'm like, that is a lot of beer. And then you grow up, and then you're like, oh, well.
Oh, this is 3.0,
Yeah.
3.0,
One of
4.0.
these is 3 of those.
I'm like,
Yeah.
try drinking like a 6-pack of IPAs. Let's
Yeah. It's different.
You know, it's different.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oster, I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Oh, question.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
When was the first time you enjoyed beer? Not like had a beer, but enjoyed it. When
That
was
is
the
a
first
great
time
question.
you like drunk a beer and you're like, oh shit, this actually
That's
tastes
a great
really
question.
good.
Yeah.
A lot of
'Cause I'm-
people drink beer and they're like, oh, this is fucking gross.
It
That's
is
a great-
gross.
the
When I
first
had
time?
The
Yeah.
first time? That shit was nasty, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's a great question.
Yeah, because you're on this like beer connoisseur thing, and I'm like, you know what? I think you did have a nerding out.
You were totally nerding out, by the
you're
way.
totally
Like,
nerding out, yeah.
I
That-
love
that's
seeing
your
it, bro.
thing.
Yeah, I love it.
Because he did the whole lean forward thing,
Yeah,
and I think he did what I did, where he's like jumping between topics. He's like, oh wait, but then, and then that's what he said, and
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
oh, and then this other thing happened, and like,
You're a nerd for craft
bro, you're a
beer.
nerd for craft beer, and that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I love it.
it's cool.
I love hearing you talk about it
Yeah.
because, like you said, we learned something.
Yeah, and then,
I learned how to make how hazy's effectively made.
Yeah.
So you think anyone outside of the group would have been like, Oscar, shut the fuck up? You're talking.
Yeah.
I think a stranger at a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if a stranger, and here's the thing, honestly, if a stranger at a bar, I'd be like, okay, well, like, I'm gonna go play pool now, bye. Like, I'd probably get out of that conversation.
All right,
but, like-
oh, fucking this guy.
But because it's you, obviously, it's like, oh shit, like, but like, what is the last time you see him get that excited about talking about anything?
Never.
Damn.
And I loved it. I loved, like you said, the passion, bro, the excitement, the
Yeah,
what
and
I'm
then the
saying, bro.
eyes light
You
up.
can see it,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like
You're right.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. When was the first time you enjoyed beer, or do you remember the beer it was, or when it was?
Let's see.
You're like, damn,
For sure
that was
it
a
was
good.
in high school. I mean, I was started. Yeah, high school.
Do me a favor, man. Just make sure the top of the mic is pointed at your mouth.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I think high school for sure. Like, I don't think anyone liked beer, man.
No one.
Like,
Everyone liked liquor in high school. Am I wrong? Did you guys do you guys drink liquor in high school?
bro,
Vodka.
how
Everyone
did
drank
that go
vodka in high
down,
school.
dude.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, not me. I was pure until I was 20.
Oh.
Short answer, college for sure.
Yeah.
Once I left Thousand Oaks, like over there, and I think the thing is, I think the first time I had it, the environment also changed. Right?
Oh yeah.
You know, you weren't fearing for your life, like, oh god, this could get rolled. Like,
What if the
parents
police
could
come?
Yeah, like,
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, you're more in like, it's way less people. You actually know you can go up and like, oh shit,
Trust
what you
them.
did,
Talk
you
to
know?
them.
You can talk, and I just like, this is shit, but like they're drinking it, so I'm gonna drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think some party, some year in college, and for sure it was a small kickback. It was not a huge thing, because every time it was a huge thing, I was just like,
If the cops show
it
up.
could get, if cops showed up, like I'm not supposed to be, you know. You always have that in the back of your mind, right?
I'm glad you said that, man, because like for me, it's kind of the same thing with weed. For a long time, I was always like, "Oh shit, like this is illegal," and like I've seen people get
Back
rolled
then.
up. Yeah, but I've seen people get rolled up on cops, and cops are like, "Look, I can't let you leave with the weed," and they just confiscate the weed,
And then they smoke.
and they probably smoke it. But like, at the end of the day, like at most you get like an $80 ticket. I'm pretty sure was like
Never
the
got rolled, but
neither have
Yeah.
I. But like I was always worried about that because I'd be like, "Hey, Dad, I got rolled," you know, like
man, Steve
I-
would not be happy.
no, I would not.
No.
His foot would be so far up my mouth, I'd have
Oh
a
my
shoe coming out of my mouth.
Steven.
Steven. But
Oh, I thought it was Steve.
well, we just
Doesn't matter.
we say it like his.
It's Steve, right?
yeah, it's Steve.
Okay.
We just say it like a joke.
Shook
It's just
my
extra
hand,
formal.
bro. He swallowed my.
He's a
fucking
big
hand.
fucking dude.
He's like, nice to meet you. I was
He's
like,
huge.
Oh my god, dude.
He is huge. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
He's a bear.
So, yeah. Freshman or
Is he a teddy bear though?
Oh fuck yeah, dude! He's a teddy bear. Yeah,
Oh.
dude. He's a big old softy.
Yeah.
I still wouldn't fuck with that teddy
Gentle
bear.
giant. No, here's the thing. If you make him mad, obviously, if you back anyone into a corner, they're gonna bring out their claws. But like for the most part, it's like, he'd be like willing to talk about a difference before willing to fight about it.
That's nice.
Steven?
Steven?
I do have a story about what you said on weed, but I'm gonna take a quick break.
Yeah,
break,
I'll finish my story. You
Sure,
go ahead and
sure,
take a
sure.
piss.
Can I say something really quick?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I want to. I'm saying I'm a weirdo because I've never not liked beer. I've never drank a beer like when I first drank it when I was like fucking 12. I was like, I never thought it was gross. And so I think my first time enjoying beer was when I was with Alec
Aww. At Jenna's?
At Jenna's apartment.
Yes!
Jenna and David's apartment in Hollywood.
I was gonna say the same story.
When we were shooting a music video.
Yes!
And we stayed the night
Hollywood.
at their apartment.
Bro, can you wait a little?
Of course.
This bathroom break.
I'll finish my story about the weed.
Okay.
Josh put a pin in it.
I'll bring
and
it
we'll keep
back.
it going. Go ahead. So what I was saying about weed was I had the same kind of anxiety, I guess, of like I'd be in a room with people smoking just to the right. I'd be in a room full of people smoking weed, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what if my parents smell it on me? What if I go somewhere and like I'm high or like this or that, and I'm freaking out? I'm like, I'm gonna go to jail, and like realistically, it just was never the case, right?
Yeah.
Like if you got caught with heroin, maybe like a ton of heroin,
The heck?
but it's like, remember when my car got stolen and the cop was just like, I'm not allowed to check the front seat, and I was like, there's some crack and a pipe. Do you want it? And he's like, I can't. Legally, I can't touch it. And I was like, well,
Can
I don't
give it
want.
to you?
I don't want it. And like, what do I do? He's like, you can go home and throw it away, or smoke it. And I was like, what?
Can I just put it on the ground and can you just find it by accident?
And he's like, honestly, bro, it's not enough. It's not enough crack to like.
It's not an offense.
It's not enough crack to like charge you with. And I was like, no
Hell
way.
yeah, brother.
So you're just letting me, and that's the thing. Remember, it was like there was an earbud.
There's so much shit.
There's so many there's improvised pookies everywhere. It was like an earbud improvised into a pookie, an actual pookie, and then like a bunch of other pipes and water bottles to smoke crack out of. And I was like, hey, there's like crack and crack pipes in my car still. Do you want it? And he's like, well, I couldn't touch anything in the front seat. There's a little baggie of crack. And I was like, I don't want this.
I also like whoever stole your car just used it purely to
Smoke crack in and then ditched it. Yeah.
They didn't drive it anywhere. They just fucking smoked crack.
They drove it a total of 80 miles. Did I ever tell you that? Because I filled up the tank and I reset it.
Oh, okay.
So I picked it up and there was 80 miles on the odometer. I still had like basically a full tank of gas because it was the CRV.
Yeah.
But it was like 80 miles.
And they just fucking
They broke a
smoked
window
crack.
and they just smoked crack. And that was it. And I was like, word? And he's like, here's this piece of paper. And this is the thing. He's like, you don't need to worry about the police checking it for crack and pookies. He's like I said, it's not enough to charge you on.
Pulling you over for a stolen vehicle.
They're gonna pull you over for a stolen vehicle, and they're gonna draw guns on you. He said that's the standard protocol.
Because we haven't processed the paperwork that it's been recovered.
So he says if you get home before the time, if you get pulled over before the time you get home, just listen to them. If they draw guns on you, it's gonna be normal. The standard protocol. Don't worry about the crack. And I was like, are you fucking kidding? They're like, stolen vehicle? Should we shoot him? Crack? How much crack? And it's
less than an ounce? No, doesn't matter.
It literally took me that experience to be like, oh, I'm going to smoke weed when and where I want. Like, or it's the same thing with drinking. Like, as soon as it became illegal, man, I was like, all right, well, like...
Well, drinking's been legal since the 20s.
I know, but it's the stigma, right? Like, I was like, all right, well, let's just get a beer. All right, well, like, if you want to, like, pass around a joint, all right, I'll take a hit or two. You know, it's
For
like,
sure.
It's a little more casual, a little more, it feels more normal. There's not that voice in the back of my head anymore being like,
Don't do it.
you're going to go to jail. You got an ounce of crack on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
It's a crazy story, man.
Yeah, wait till you're in your 20s.
And you get your
Life
car
starts to
stolen.
happen.
Yeah. Does it happen quick or does it happen slow?
Life happens fast.
It hits you like a truck.
It waits for no one.
Mm-mm.
Anyways,
Yeah,
what was
you
the
have
story?
you have 3 different accounts of different lives. They happen very fast.
And you're gonna have yours real quick.
Yeah, no. Elizabeth's friends, they have interesting lives as well. Or no, more of.
Well, we don't
more
need
of,
to-
I'm
no,
sure
no,
they
not
do.
even Elizabeth's friends.
We don't need to out
Uh,
anyone's
yeah.
stories.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah,
Just
no.
our own. Just our own.
Yeah,
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I met a couple of them. I don't know if I told you guys. Elizabeth came down to San Diego to
Mm.
celebrate her birthday.
Yeah.
So I met up with her. And I met a couple of her friends. They're interesting characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
It's
think we all have those kind of friends.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm one of them for a few of you.
Oh.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure some people go, ugh, Alec? Friends with you? I know Oscar's got a few friends that don't like me.
Damn.
I know you've got a few friends who don't like me.
I know I have a few friends who don't like me.
Then are they really your friend?
No.
Then you can't call them that.
All right. Well,
Mm.
either way, if you're not going to go pee, I am.
I'll bet.
Go pee then.
Yeah.
I'll tell the
Go.
beer story at your sister's.
All right.
Yeah, please do.
So the first time I've really like enjoyed beer, besides like when I've drank it with my grandpa on a fishing trip. Okay. He just signaled I'm watching you as he
You
left.
basically did.
You got one left.
I got one left. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it.
So I've had
Thank
beers
you.
before when I was like 14, like as a kid, fishing trip with my grandpa and whatnot. And it's always like Coors Light. I didn't mind it. It's like, it's whatever. I've always kind of liked the taste for like light beers. And then I'm like, turn 18, shoot a music video with Alec in like Reseda for this guy he used to work with. And we stayed at
What's his name?
Jason.
This is Jason.
Yes.
Mm.
So we stayed at his sister and brother's apartment in Hollywood. And she bought us like a fucking 18 or like 26 pack of Bud Light for the weekend.
That's right.
And we were like, dope.
It was an 18-pack.
Yeah.
Bud Light, yeah.
It was an amount of beer. And we were drinking it and it's like,
Okay, another one?
Jason's older sister?
no, his sister, Alex's sister.
Oh, Jenna.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
They provided us a place.
Wait. So you guys stayed at Jenna's?
So she
Yeah.
wanted me to dog watch.
Because I remember, bro,
Stanley.
the
Rest in
first time I
peace.
was over and I met your sister, we watched, what was that movie where I cried, bro?
Marley and Me.
No.
That gets me every time.
Run.
Ran away.
Forrest
No.
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump, remember?
cried
You
in
cried on
Forrest
Forrest
Gump?
Gump?
Bro, I was there, bro.
You cried?
Yeah.
I
Bitch.
cried too. Hey, hold on, hold on.
Whoa.
I cry every time I watch that movie, and I
Really?
know how
I
it
don't
ends.
At what fucking part?
Pick apart.
None of it's sad.
That shit's
I'm
sad.
also not empathetic, so I guess.
This shit's not sad. He got everything he deserved.
Bro, I remember we were all there. You, me, Eric, and Jenna, bro. And she decided to put Forrest Gump because I told you guys I've never seen that movie. And you're
Really?
like, we got to see this. It was in like an apartment in like near Northridge.
Yeah, no.
bro. Yeah.
I remember that. Was an ex-girlfriend at the time there too?
She was not there. No.
Okay, I kind of remember that with her.
That was probably in
my.
Moore Park.
No, it wasn't.
Or maybe. No, I don't think she was.
I think she was.
Okay.
Well,
But it doesn't matter.
Regardless, it was. She played that movie. It was her place, and Eric was there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, because Eric lived with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
No, it's
Yeah.
starting to come back, but I
Yeah.
still remember someone else being there.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
We watched that movie because I've never seen it.
I do remember you tearing
Bro,
up now,
I
yeah.
fucking teared up, bro.
Yeah, you weren't
Okay.
like crying. You were like,
Yeah, I
remember
I
being
shed
like,
a
did you
couple
like it?
tears.
And you're like, you turned to me like, and I was like, oh, you fucking did like it.
That's like when you
It's
and
my
I
favorite movie.
Like when you and I are watching Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I turn around, and you're fucking wet-eyed.
I couldn't help it, bro. That's some real shit.
We identify as the main character.
Yeah, for sure.
It's okay.
It's 100%.
It's a great fucking movie.
That's the one movie where I'm like, Josh and I are both the same main character. Because usually it's like, I'll even send memes to you sometimes. I'm like, this is totally you. Or this is totally me.
Yeah.
This is the first time I was like, I saw a movie, I was this is us. This is both you and me, bro. It's like the best and worst parts. Like when I showed you that other video of complex PTSD.
The first time I enjoyed beer was getting drunk with Alec at his sister's apartment on her dollar. It was the best ever.
It was a vacation.
It was. We were also working, but we were also watching a dog. Stanley, good dog, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Kind of stupid. Besides
she has noodles now. Spaghetti.
Stanley is better.
So it's the same story for you, Alec? When you jumped was
Yeah, no, for sure. Look, when Josh said that.
I'm a P.
When Josh said that,
it's all good. It's all good.
What Mike is? Oh, you gotta sit down. All right. When Josh said that, I for sure flashed back, and I was like, shotgunning those beers with Josh was the best because I remember we shotgunned beers over my sister's sink, and I was like, it just tastes like bread. That was the first time I was like, this is great. Like it's a real fucking. There was no stigma. It was like.
Yeah.
In a weird way, my brain was like, we're gonna get away with this. Like I was encouraged to, you know. So we shotgunned some beers and it tasted like bread, and I was like, oh shit. Also at the trailer, I don't know. Like I had a bunch of times, man. I love drinking beer. Why we have the podcast called Two Dudes Drinking Beer, and it's like, I love connecting with people. I love talking to people, and like, that's my disease, bro. I love being communicable. I love being able to sit down, drink a beer, and ask you if you're playing guitar, ask you what your passion is. And the other times I was saying for Josh is in the trailer, bro, when we had, you chug a raw egg and we had Miller Lite for the first time. And I was like, it tastes like bread. Like, that's always my response. When it tastes like bread, when I taste the beer, when I'm like, oh, this beer tastes good.
I was like, is that my phone?
That's always the same first experience of like, oh, wow, like this is great.
Oh, there's my beer over
This
there.
is what I wanted. This is what I needed.
All right, gentlemen. Quick question and then a follow-up question.
Sure.
Bud Light, Coors Light, or Miller Light?
Shit, I can answer this.
I gave you 4 options.
Coors
Go
Light.
first.
Coors Light. That's my go-to.
You give me Bud Light, Coors Light?
Basically Bud and Core and their light version.
So yeah,
Coors
it'd be Coors, Bud, Coors Light, Bud Light.
Is Coors the yellow bottle?
Coors Banquet?
The Banquet? Yeah, but I'm thinking of it in a can.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Yeah, that's the yellow one. Yeah, that's Coors. Yeah, for sure Coors over Bud.
That's my favorite piss beer.
Yeah. No, it's good piss beer.
I like it.
Yeah, it's good.
It has more oomph, more depth than the Coors Light. I mean, obviously, right? Because the light, yeah.
To be fair, I could drink any one of them on any given day.
Okay.
But
But your preferred.
But my preferred, yes, Coors, Bud,
and you
Coors
said
Light.
Yeah.
Coors
You
Light.
like Coors Light the best?
Coors Light's the beer of my people.
Yeah, you get that from your dad for sure. His dad could.
It's not bad,
Hell
honestly.
yeah, bro.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
No, Coors is good beer.
It's not bad.
Coors is good beer.
Bud Light Platinum, though.
But Light Platinum Seltzer.
Bro.
Something to try.
I'm not even ashamed to admit this. Last time we kicked it,
Yeah.
you came over. I got a thing of Bud Light.
Yeah.
I yacked, and then I kept drinking Bud Light Platinum.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And I was so happy. I was like, yo, this is the only beer I could do this with, because it wasn't like I wasn't like feeling
But bro,
sick.
you were drinking all day, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I was.
dude.
It was another podcast
Yeah,
day,
I know.
right?
We met
it was
up
like it was
after.
all day, and then we kept
Bro.
drinking.
I mean, here's the thing. If you know, and you take care of it, whatever. It's only, it's only like, oh, really, dude? Like, when you get it on someone, you get it on something, like...
Hell yeah, and that's the one thing...
You make a mess, basically.
That's the thing I like about drinking culture, right? I've definitely thrown up in my share of bathrooms and outside on trees, and everyone's like, all right, get in the car, we're getting Jack in the Box.
Because for my birthday, I forget, was it with you? It might have been with Alexis, but one of you guys told me, you're like, yeah, But like you knew you were gonna yak. You were like,
Yeah.
excuse me, and you ran over to a bush. You yacked your guts out, and then you came back.
Mm-hmm.
Was that you or was that Alexis? On my birthday.
Probably wasn't me. The one in the
Okay, so that was
house.
probably her at the house. Yeah.
It wasn't me
And
at the
I was
house.
like, what the fuck? She was like, yeah, but like you handled your shit. You just you did your thing, and then you came
Yeah,
right
it's
back up.
it's only a problem if
And
you're
that's not
sloppy.
a problem.
I'm
That's
assuming
not
that yakking is
sloppy.
vomiting,
That's
right?
the
Yeah.
term.
I'm super
Slow.
Why do
self-aware
you call
when
it
it
yak?
comes
Why
to
don't you just
that.
call it a vomit?
Yeah.
At the fucking
Ah, damn.
Pizza Rev party for selling side salads, the Camarillo store won, and I went to that party at Nikki's house, Nikki's apartment.
Oh, I missed that one. I think.
It was a good one.
Okay.
Oh, this story.
She made homemade edibles because she's all about like that weed
Oh
smoking.
yeah, she's more of a pot.
I really wonder what she's doing. Like I should probably text her. Be like, hey Nikki, what's
How
up?
you been?
It's your beautiful
She
boy.
don't think you want to fuck, bro. She's gonna be like, come on down.
kind of down.
Hey.
She got big hands though.
It don't matter.
Fuck it.
All right.
She's
It
a
don't
big
matter.
girl.
Yeah, she is.
You said
besides the
she's
point.
single now, right?
I have no idea.
Single and ready to mingle with your Pringle bud.
I know when I was there, she had a thing with the Burbank store guy, but he got fired.
Fuck
Yeah,
that.
a lot of that going around in Pizza
homie
Rev.
that homie was a dweeb, bro.
Well, he got fired for he was supposed to go to the bank to get changed, but he just had the money sitting in his car and he didn't get it changed out. So that's why he got
Did
fired,
he steal it?
allegedly.
You can't prove it, but they just get rid of you.
Yeah.
Light skinned Mexican. I've never
Besides
been a
the point.
fan.
We had that party for selling side salads. I'm like, I contributed a little bit before I left. So
So did I.
I got invited. No,
Piece
you
of
didn't.
shit.
That was after you left.
I still showed up to the party.
You weren't there.
Still
Who
up.
else? Who else was at that party?
Fucking like everybody was there.
Man,
Everybody but you, really.
I'm sure I had something else to do that day.
Probably.
Probably
It
work.
was late.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But she made homemade edibles. I had one. I dropped half of it. I ate it off the floor and was like, I need another one. Because like
You fucking
I
psychopath.
I didn't get the full experience, so I ate a full another one.
Yeah.
Junior,
And
if
then-
anyone ever offers you edibles, I'm sorry. This is a really important thing.
Yes.
Do not take more than half.
Well, just take a bite or what?
No.
Whatever portion.
whatever
they're giving
portion they
cut
give
that
you,
in half.
take it in
Cookie,
half.
Brownie, take
Yeah.
half.
Take half.
Yes.
Take half.
Edibles are the strongest form of marijuana you could take.
Especially if they're homemade.
Whatever.
How?
Yeah.
They hit you
Well,
way
yeah,
They,
later.
they hit you way later, and your body
Way
absorbs
later.
all of it.
Oh.
When you're smoking weed, it's burning a little bit, right? So there's a little bit of weed escaping.
Yeah.
When you cook it into something, you
It's
ingest
there.
all of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a high dosage. And
You
your
guys
body,
remember Marvin, right?
yeah, but your body processes it differently too. So it's
I died.
yeah, I'll
I
bet.
knocked out.
Wait, you ate a edible and you knocked out?
The first time I had an edible.
Can you tell the story of the first dab I took?
God, in the trailer,
Yeah.
bro?
Oh, I kind of. Oh.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, just go slow, go easy, find your limit, and then stay within it.
Yeah. There was also a keg at this party, and I was in charge of tapping it for some
Oh,
reason.
The
What?
fuck?
Nikki went all out for it. She catered Wood Ranch and got a keg for it.
She catered Wood Ranch.
She catered what it was paid for by Pizza Rev, but
Still though, wow.
like
that's a party. That's a
What?
fucking
I
LA
did not
party,
know
bro.
this,
She
man.
did it
Look what I missed
big.
out
she
on.
took so much pride in her fucking
I didn't know
work.
that either, bro. She did it
She
big.
was voted best GM of the company.
Yeah, because you can fucking
In-
party your dick off.
No, in right before they closed, right before COVID.
Burn.
She got fired from In-N-Out, bro. Or she said she let go. I'm pretty sure she got
And it's-
fired.
it means the
no
same
one
thing.
leaves
No one gets-
In-N-Out, bro. A manager at
Let,
In-N-Out, bro?
let go implies that there's a lack of business. I was let go because COVID. You don't get
fine.
let go
She was
from
fine.
In and Out because that shit's always busy.
Besides the point, she's great, but
She's the one who
those
fired
two
me.
edibles. You like to say that.
I love saying that.
Those two edibles
'Cause I went to a party later.
and all of the keg beer that hit me, I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I threw up, I think, all in the toilet. I don't
Okay,
know, but
sure.
I cleaned up after myself.
At
you
her
know?
place, though?
Yeah, in her
Okay.
place.
Okay.
I'm a decent human being. I cleaned up after. I think
Yeah.
I got
Mark.
all of it. I don't know.
Okay.
And then I passed out on her couch.
Oh, shit.
I fell asleep immediately after,
oh.
and there's still party
Yeah.
happening.
Oh, fuck.
And I wake up, it's like 4 in the morning, and no one's there. I just fucking leave. The door's already unlocked, so I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter.
They just let you.
I go home.
Yeah, they let you crash. Yeah.
¿Por qué no los
What were they
dos?
gonna do? Wake you up? Be like, you need to get home? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to drive my vehicle.
They let me sleep, and I was just, I gotta wake up. It's 4 in the morning. I'm like, okay,
You're lucky you didn't wake up with dicks on your face.
bye.
Yeah, for real, dude. God.
I don't think Nikki will let that happen.
Yeah, he has
not
work
me-
tomorrow. He's on the schedule.
Maybe not her, but like someone else there.
Yeah, for sure.
If Carlos was there, maybe.
Oh, Carlos wasn't there. Okay.
Martine and Turbo left early. I believe.
Martin!
So what happened with that? The first time you took the dab, right?
That's
You said
Oscar's story.
Oh, that's Oscar's story. You not remember the story?
That's
or-
not my story, man.
You want me to tell
you
it?
remember the first time I
So-
smoked weed?
Just on the top of the mic right
What
there.
I was gonna say to everything now, before I left to go pee, is that like, it's the environment.
Yes,
It's
100%.
100% the environment. The first time
The
I had
company
beer,
you keep.
The first time I had beer, I did not enjoy it. But once I was with company that I liked, I enjoyed the beer.
Totally.
Same with your story. Same with your story.
Which is why these
Yours
are so
wasn't
great.
beer though. Yours was beer. But beside the point, something that you're like, it was still around good company. That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
for sure.
Anyway, you should tell that because that's not my
Okay.
story. But if you remember that night, do you still have that T-shirt from that night? It wasn't that night though.
I know, but I have every T-shirt.
You have that T-shirt? I think you do.
His wardrobe hasn't changed in 9 years.
You've worn it before.
I
on the
still have
podcast.
I still have shit from high school.
That's dope, man.
That's sad.
That means I just got fat, and I didn't.
This is
Because that means you've been the same since high school, at least
Pretty much.
size wise.
I haven't
new
I
sweatshirt.
haven't gone over 200. I've never been the heaviest I've ever been is 210,
Okay.
and now I'm about 205 right now.
215.
Yeah.
I got more bulk on you.
Yeah, I really peaked at one, like, I don't think I've ever been weighed in more than 210.
Am I the heaviest of the group now?
Yeah, we've discussed this.
Hell yeah.
That's why we're up in the workout.
I mean, I'm stronger.
I think I'm heavier. I'm at 230.
Yeah, but you're muscle.
You don't count. You're away.
You're muscle, bro.
Okay.
You're
You-
the
you-
away team.
You could beat anyone in a fight. Like,
I mean,
that's the thing.
Tons.
If you were to cut fat, you'd be
This-
shredded.
Bro, I've seen on some no homo shit. When we went to the gym, on some just straight no homo shit, bro. When we went to the gym with Josh, you had this fucking dumbbell, bro, and I saw your biceps, bro. I was like,
You're huge.
you're shredded, bro. You might weigh a lot, but you're like football player weight. It's all muscle,
Yeah.
bro. It's all power. Me, I don't have a neck, bro. I need to grow a beard to show my face. You know what I'm
Alex all
saying? Like,
fat.
yeah, it's different.
Pudgy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. But like, we're built different. But like, you're cut, bro. You're working. And here's the thing: when I was at Panda, bro, my shoulders. You're right. All the
The
arms,
traps.
all that is all worked. And you still grind. You still work a bunch. So it's like you're active. I was off for a whole year almost, doing nothing.
fuck Uncle Sam, bro.
Funk Uncle Sam, bro.
Eh. Treat me all right.
Play the system, bro. Play the system.
I'm not
That's right.
okay. To be clear, I'm not playing the
Oh, you're
system.
not?
I'm utilizing the system put in place for people like
That's
me.
right. That's right.
In case a tax person is watching this. No, but I am utilizing the system put
You
in place.
mooch.
I'm utilizing the system put in place by the U.S. government for people in my situation.
Mooch.
That's as real as it gets. But you stayed fit because of work. I stayed fit because of work, and I've been out of work for a year, and I started working out with Josh, and I finally got some guns back, but that's it. And I think the reason I lost a lot of weight was because I wasn't working and eating as much, you know? But, like, yeah,
Honestly, like, I think you guys already discussed it. I think you guys already discussed it on the podcast. Like,
yeah, we have.
diet.
Yeah.
What you put
Yeah,
in your
didn't
body.
Well, you
that's
say it all the time.
100%.
You say it all the time. You either need to stay active or watch what you eat. Those are the two things. It's
Sure.
it's one or the other, and if you do both, you'll be shredded. But for me, it's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of a. I think it's safe to say it's like I'm just competitive. So it's like I give my all. Like if you need me to move something, I'm gonna lift it.
I need strong boys to lift these chairs.
Me.
I see it clearly each game night I host.
What do you mean?
Competitiveness.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm competitive.
There's nothing wrong with that. Both of you guys are
A lot of people
wrong with that.
A lot of people are turned off by it, I think, because it's like if we're playing a game, you're like, this game doesn't matter. And I'll be like, oh, fucking I want to win, though.
We're definitely both competitive, but you're more... You let it be known. I'm more like, I keep it to myself.
I'm a growling dog. He's a fast dog.
Okay, I get that. I think
I'm also pretty competitive when it comes to like things and games and stuff.
But are you as loud as Alec? He lets it known when he wins.
Alec does let it be known that he
lets
is
everyone
like,
in the room know.
Yeah, I do a little bit.
I don't think you do.
I'm more like Josh then. Just keep it to myself.
You keep it in, because like I've been playing Call of Duty this.
Well, here's the thing: when Josh lets it out, he loses in a mile foot race to Raul.
That's besides the point.
So his cockiness leads him astray.
I
know my cockiness. I know what I can back up.
Our last jog, I wanted to jog more than you did.
You could have.
I could have. I would have. I didn't want to leave you behind though.
Yeah.
Well, you could have.
I didn't want to leave you behind. Ohana means family. And family sticks together.
Hey.
I can't leave you behind.
No matter what. I love you, man. Thank you.
But like, yeah.
I love how you can call me out and I'm like, man, I love you. Like, yeah, my bitch ass ran out of breath around the corner.
We made it to fucking Denny's and he was like, I want to stop. And I'm like, okay.
I was sad for 2 weeks.
And I'm like, okay, like I'm a little tired too. But then I recovered like as soon as we walked like 30 feet. And I'm like, let's go again.
Look, man, I said we got to go slow. Again, look, we started slow. We started with 5 push-ups. All right, we're doing fine.
Speak for yourself.
All right, fine.
I've always been strong.
Okay.
I did a 5K last year before Rona.
Really?
And like I was like in my head I was like, fuck, I should probably train for this. I haven't run at all since like I was in football.
Like 5 beers day.
Dude. And like it came to the time when I had to run this 5K.
Well, like I said, you're still in shape, bro. You still work hard.
That's the thing.
Every day.
That's the thing.
You're still active.
Haven't really worked out anything. I'm pretty sure I fucking ran on like 2 hours of sleep. I drank the night before.
Oh yeah.
The day comes for the 5K.
Easy.
The person I was doing with, I ran it faster than them.
Well, like I said, you live an active lifestyle, whether you like it or not, bro. You're active.
You have 3 jobs.
You're in shape, even if you're not working out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter what you eat because you work 3 jobs. You're on your feet all day. I've been locked in a box for 8 months.
You can go on walks and jog.
Meditating so I don't have panic attacks. Like, it's different.
Yeah, I think...
you can still make the most out of your situation.
I have been.
Yeah, I've been trying to work out a little bit since I was like, quarantine.
If you're in football, bro, it's going to kick your ass, so figure it out.
Yeah.
Bro, those 2 a days. I was telling him, like, bro,
you don't even know.
If it wasn't for Rona, you would be going to fucking high school 2 times a day.
You'd also be like 90 pounds right now. Or like all muscle. Like you would not be the same person you are right now on this couch. Bro, you'd be fucking swole. I was in the best shape.
Rona.
I was in the best shape of my life.
Yeah,
best shape of my life during football. Easy.
Yeah. I remember one of my friends from Arizona, he was on the football team and it was summer and so that's like fucking the off season to train.
Yeah.
And he had to go to school at like 8 in the morning. I was like, dude, can we just play Call of Duty like before?
Nerd.
Because it was Modern Warfare 2 at the time. So it's
that makes sense.
Peak Call of Duty. It's like best. I was like, dude, we're not gonna play like at all today. And he was like, no, like I gotta do football. I'm like, fuck you, Bobby.
Fuck you, Bobby.
Those are the same thing.
Oh. What's the other one?
We discussed he doesn't know video games.
I know,
and he
I'm
moves
sorry.
very far away from the mic every time he speaks.
MW
it's
is
okay.
Modern Warfare, which is a Call of Duty title.
Just bring it back to you, bro. Lean back.
Call of Duty or what's the other one?
Battlefield.
Battlefield. That's the one.
Here's the
Medal
thing.
of Honor.
Fuck Medal of Honor. Get that shit out
Medal
of
of
here.
Honor was my shit, bro.
Get that shit out of here.
Rising Sun.
Get that shit
The other
out
one?
of here. I like Battlefield 3,
Okay.
but the thing I don't like about Battlefield is it's squad oriented.
So
And-
you need a group. You can't do solo.
You can, but you can be placed in a random squad. But I like to play by myself. I don't really have friends that are good enough to play with me.
You carry the team.
And that's why I can't
Yeah.
play video games with Josh. I'm just not good
That's
enough.
why he can't play Call of Duty with me. Also, he doesn't have the title.
I can play Melee.
You can. I'll still wreck your shit.
I'm okay at Melee.
If I was born around like your guys', when you guys were born, I probably would have been like Josh and probably spent all my day playing Call of Duty, because I return every now and once and then on like the PS3, I return to like COD or something like that, and then I just legit just spend the whole day just, I don't know, just playing COD and just playing Capture the Flag or Team Deathmatch or Sabotage or something like that.
Here's the thing.
And like I don't know, it's such a time waster, but like, I mean, in a good way, you know what I mean?
I've
All
been playing
games are.
Call of Duty for 13 years.
Basically your age.
Half of my life I've been playing Call of Duty. I better be fucking good at this game.
You better be okay. And here's the thing, not only this, but like
My first game back from not playing
you
since
wreck shit.
Cold War release, I went 74 and 20. My first game
That's
after
really
not
good.
playing for 2 weeks after the game came out, which was like fucking 3 days ago, by the way.
And here's the thing too, you've kept up with the Call of Duty too, so it's not like
The only one I haven't played was Black Ops 4.
yeah, it's not like
Didn't miss
me
much.
where I only play PS2 games, It's
Yeah.
like he was a fucking grinder. If there
I've
was a
played
new
every
game
title except for
he
Black
played
Ops
it.
4.
and he got good at it.
What's the Call of Duty that we played? Black Ops, right?
Black Ops, yeah.
Black Ops 2 is the best.
Depends on who you talk to.
The one with the boat. Talking to me.
Black
Hi,
Ops
Josh.
2 is the best for
Yeah, hi,
competitive Call of Duty.
Well then there
I'll
it is.
give you that. Yes.
Sure. Then it's
Competitive
the best.
Call of Duty peaked in Black Ops 2. Best Call of Duty ever? It's kind of a toss-up between COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, and probably, I would say, maybe
So it's
Black Ops.
not a toss up, rather a juggle.
Do you guys play zombies?
No.
Oh.
I only ever played 5, whatever map that is.
Pentagon.
Kennedy, Nixon, Castro, and Secretary person. I forget.
McNamara.
Not Maria. Secretary.
And that's the
something.
thing, Josh doesn't forget shit, bro. You ask him to this day, hey Josh, what are the dragon names on Game of Thrones?
Drogon.
1.
I don't fucking know.
Alright, well, he always quizzed me on that shit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Did she have all 3 dragons? I thought she only had
Yeah.
2.
She
No, she had
lost one
3
at
and
the
then
end.
she lost 2. 1 went to the White Walkers, 1 got shot by the Lannisters.
Whoa.
Yeah, one was killed,
Yeah, how
one
long
was
has Game of
converted,
Thrones
and
been
one,
out?
And and the other one flew away after the ending.
one was
after-
kept.
Ending.
One was kept,
Jon Snow.
One was killed. One was converted. So 2 were dead. One was alive.
Should we say spoilers or no?
You mean
It's been
the
out
one
forever.
Hold
that was resurrected, right, by the White
Yeah,
Walkers?
the White Walkers.
That's
That was
one
the
was
very last one, right?
That's the converted.
that's the converted.
Uh-huh.
And then the
There was
one
another one.
got shot by the Lannisters.
I remember that one.
So
Yeah.
that
And
one
then-
was killed.
And
So
then
2 were dead.
And then spoiler alert, when Jon Snow stabbed the blonde bitch, the dragon came up, growled, flew away. That was the end of the season.
I don't remember.
That was the end of the
Blonde
series. The mother, who's the mother dragons? Cersei?
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Totally forgot about that. He stabbed her.
Yeah, when Jon Snow stabbed Daenerys.
Daenerys died? I don't fucking remember
I
that.
don't
Are you guys
That,
fucking
bro.
retarded?
No, bro, she did.
It was the cultural event that pissed everyone off.
I
Snow did
liked
not
how the
stab
season
her.
ended.
Oh,
Jon
arms?
Snow.
No, bro.
I bet you $100 right now.
$100? Whoa, Josh. Take this bet. Take this bet. Take this
I'm
bet.
not taking any bets.
I bet you all this money right here. Cash. Shut up. I bet you all this money right here Jon Snow stabs her.
Why Jon Snow killed
No.
Daenerys in the Game of Thrones series
No,
finale?
because you've watched it more recently than me. So
No, I
will not-
haven't. I watched it the day it came out.
Why Jon Snow killed Daenerys in the Game of Thrones series finale?
Me. I win. $1,000, please.
But I never agreed to it. But
I
go
know,
on,
I'm being a
go
dick.
on.
Well, that was just the headline.
Oh,
Bro, my memory's not... Here's the thing. People think my memory's bad. My memory's great.
I never said it was.
My
I
memory
know-
is shit.
Your memory's so bad.
Okay, so my sole purpose is to remember little facts and events.
Yeah, during the time you're watching Game of Thrones,
So-
you would harass me.
That's not a little fact.
So we may have watched it at the time it came out, but
Let's just say it came out on the same day.
I've been watching it longer than you, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
Because when I brought it up, I don't know about Josh, but you have never heard of it. You were like, "What is that?"
Josh got me on late, but don't studies show that if you work a little bit towards a goal, that you're more likely to remember things as you
Sure,
go on?
and that's why I did not want to, because I know you watch all together, all in all, you've watched it more recently than I have.
Sure, but the finale, we watched it at the same time.
All in all, together,
Sure. That means I have to remember more seasons than you, though.
because you've watched it more recently than me.
Which means there's more data for me to recall.
Okay, but
It's still fresher to you
it's
than
still
it is to
fresh.
him.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
we
trying
watched
to say.
but we watched the finale at the same time because I had to wait a whole year before the last season came out.
Okay, I had to
So-
wait 3 years before 2 years.
2 years probably.
Yeah, 2 years. You know,
All right.
That's why I didn't want to bet, because
All right.
You know-
Jon killed Daenerys because Daenerys was turning into the Mad
She was
Queen,
turning into the Mad King. She was turning into a bitch.
Jeez,
her
I
father.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
That's
I
what
don't-
pissed everyone off.
I don't
That was
remember
the
it either.
biggest deal. Everyone
Any-
forgot. Are you kidding me?
What I remember pissing everyone off was Arya killing the White Walker King, the Night King.
Oh, the
That's-
knife drop. That was
that's-
cool as
that's
fuck.
what-
Cool as fuck,
It was
though.
cool, but that's
Yeah.
what I remember everyone hating.
No, I remember everyone hating that it was just
Bro,
fucking...
he came back to life, bro. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
really? You got rid of Jon Snow?
Yeah.
Homie came back to life.
And now his shift has ended.
LOL.
Loopholes.
I like that loophole.
It's not a loophole, bro. That's a fulfilled contract.
That's a loophole.
That's a loophole,
No,
dude.
until
no
you
one's
die.
expecting you to come
Yeah,
back.
right.
Yeah, from death. That's a
insane.
loophole.
That's insane.
That's like one of the best shows of our generation.
For sure.
That's the thing, though, guys. Like when I
But a
when I
bad
heard
ending.
about it, I was like, oh, medieval shit. Like, not into it.
Same.
Not into it, bro. Like,
Same.
What? Nothing
was
to
wrong.
do with that. I was so wrong.
I'm pretty
So
sure I
good.
walked in on Josh watching an episode one time and a giant picks up a person and smashes him against the wall. And I was like, what are you doing Monday?
And then there's boobs in the next frame. It's like, okay,
Yeah, and there's boobs in every episode.
Let's
It's like,
get it.
yes, dude. Let's watch it. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm like that as well. Like I don't know. It just didn't catch my interest
Boobs.
either. You know.
And then you see the boobs and you're like, boobs.
yeah.
I want to see boobies.
I think the next influential show of our generation maybe be Boruto, but that's besides the point.
What?
we're ahead of the time on that one, bro. Trust.
We're way ahead.
We're gonna be 50 by the time that series concludes, and everyone's gonna be talking on their podcasts, being like, "What the
Boruto's
fuck?"
garbage. Episode 30 compared to Naruto episode 30.
Yeah,
is
probably.
whack.
Probably.
It's like, okay, well, it's a whole different series with a whole different characters.
It's also a
telling
linear
whole
story.
different story.
Yeah, it's like Harry Potter 1, 2, and 3. How can you say one's worse or better than the other? They all tell
It's the same shit.
the same story.
What's the last Harry Potter movie?
Top of the mic, bro.
Deathly Hollows, part 1 and 2.
That's the one that I
I
saw.
think
and it
I
was
watched
really good.
part 2.
I've never
I've
watched
only
a
seen
Harry
part
Potter
one.
movie.
Watch episode 3. Or not episode 3.
Episode 3. Watch
I think-
Star Wars.
I'm thinking
Episode
Star
3.
Wars. Watch number 3,
Can-
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Can we get this on the record? What is the movie we went to go see? What Star Wars movie did
Josh should
all of
know.
us go
We
see
saw
in like Agura?
Episode 9,
Episode
The
9.
Force Awakens.
The second to last one.
The first one that
I
came
don't
out back in the
remember-
day.
Is it?
That, but I don't remember seeing fucking the main characters, Darth Vader. I don't remember seeing
No,
Luke
he's
Skywalker.
dead. He's
I'm
not
like,
in
what
that
the
one.
They're-
fuck
they're
kind
way
of
dead.
Star Wars movie is
Well,
this? I
Luke's not
remember
dead.
seeing Chewbacca and then he died.
Yeah.
Well,
I
he-
was like, bro.
That was a cliffhanger.
Spoilers.
He didn't actually die.
Didn't he?
No.
I don't follow Star Wars.
Yo, I'm
but
not
I was just
pulling-
like expecting that. I was starting to see the little green dude, Yoda. Did not see
No,
Luke,
he's dead.
Yoda, or Darth Vader. I was
Yoda's
like,
dead. Darth Vader's dead. Luke is away on a different planet.
Like, bro, what
He's a
kind of
hermit.
Star Wars movie did you guys bring me into?
Sorry.
Man, there's
A
a lot of
good
things
one?
that need
Oh,
to.
don't be sorry, but
Telling a new story.
Yeah.
it was a good time that night.
The new generation.
I still had a good time regardless. But I
Y'all
was
watch The
just like-
Mandalorian?
I watched it.
I got the
I watched the
Disney
first
code. I need to
episode.
watch it.
and then I didn't.
I need to start it.
Mandalorian's actually pretty fucking good.
The
Yeah,
last
Really?
The first season, it kind of sucks. I like the second season's a lot better, but the first season's a whole bunch of just like explaining the story, and it's a whole bunch. All the episodes,
we
they
gotta
don't-
build characters and
the
shit.
the episodes don't matter towards the whole entire thing. It's more like just individual stories.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the first episode of the second season, I loved way more than the entire first season.
Oh, what was it about? Oh wait, no, they just
Oh,
like
shit,
defeated that
second
one.
season came out.
It's out
Yeah,
and
it's
done.
all. It's It's,
Oh fuck! But like, it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh shit!
Where if you have Hulu, you can bundle Disney Plus and Hulu for an extra $4.
Oh, you advertiser sponsored?
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag this episode is not sponsored today by.
Hulu and Disney. Well, Disney owns Hulu. Besides the point.
The last
I don't-
thing I saw that was really good was The Boys. Ryan recommended that. I finished that. The Boys is really good.
My sister really enjoyed that movie. Yeah, and she's like, well, I like it. I like it. I don't know.
On
she's,
Disney Plus.
No,
it's a TV
not-
show on
it's a
Amazon
TV.
Prime.
Wait, no. The boys.
The boys.
Oh, I
Okay.
thought you meant the
Okay.
movie. There's another movie called
Does
The Boys. I don't
does
know.
that still come free with Amazon Prime or? Is that
Sure
shit-
is.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched it just recently.
Oh shit!
it's an Amazon original.
Yeah, it's
love-
really good. And
love Boys.
then Ryan was like, if you finish that, go to The Mandalorian. And now I got
Oh, for real.
now I got a Disney Plus code, and I'm gonna watch The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian is so
Okay,
good.
so I'll keep that in mind. Raul knows his food, and Ryan knows his shows.
Ryan does.
Good
Have
to
you
know.
have you seen The Boys?
I have not seen the Mandalorian.
Well, to
I've
be-
only seen the first episode of the
to be-
Mandalorian, and people have always hyped. Oh, you should check out The Boys.
Yeah.
But I thought that was extra. I have Amazon. Well, my sister has Amazon Prime, but
Mm. To be clear, Josh knows his shows too. Josh has got me on Game of Thrones and Community,
I know good shows.
bro,
and Community is one of my favorite shows of all time.
I've been telling my sister get on Hulu.
Bro, I could
Fuck Netflix.
I can
Netflix
watch-
Fucking sucks.
I can watch Community any day, and like it's always a feel good show.
I'm like the leech, so
Me too.
I bum off Elizabeth.
Me too.
But get Hulu.
But they pay for the accounts.
Fuck Netflix.
You're just getting the value out of it. You're
You're
getting the
welcome.
maximum value out of it.
I looked at Hulu. They have the way better content, in my opinion.
They do.
they
Because
do.
at this point, Netflix
Hulu's
just has
way
like
better.
the originals.
Netflix
Yeah.
is all about
And, like,
the original.
And they're sinking because they can't produce originals fast enough.
That's the thing. Unless you're tied into that world of originals, it's not for you.
Hmm
Stick to
Don't
Hulu.
get me wrong. Like I love BoJack Horseman.
The originals are good.
Some
but that's what I said.
some yeah no some originals
Unless
are
you're tied.
some originals are great, but it's like it takes a year and a half to 2 years to produce a season. I understand it. I get it. They're actually going back to a weekly model because of that. Because people are complaining about how you could binge a whole episode and wait a year. They're like, we're going to produce a season then, and we're going to give it to you week by week. The BoJack, it worked exactly like that. It was like you could binge it, and then it waited like 8 weeks, and then it gave you the finale because it wanted to give you time to watch one episode a week.
Are you caught up on that show?
I love that show.
That is.
Oh,
Man.
BoJack?
man, there's some.
Ooh,
I love BoJack,
God.
I can't watch shit like that.
bro. Is it because it's animated?
No, I have no problem with animation. I watch anime all the time.
It's
But
not
it's like-
anime though.
It's like the weird
Cartoons.
kind of like adult cartoon. Like you love Archer. I don't
love
mind.
I love Archer,
I
and they
don't
got another
mind-
season.
I don't mind Archer, but it's
BoJack's
not.
darker.
It's not my
BoJack's
thing.
BoJack's realer.
Like it's
BoJack's
not my
real.
thing. Like I don't like South Park, Family Guy.
I love South Park.
I
Family
like,
Guy's okay.
I like American Dad. I like it's the same shit as Family Guy, but
American Dad is
You guys say it's way better?
better written than Family Guy. Let
it's
me
like
just
it's
say
the
that.
same shit. But I like American Dad more.
Same writer.
Way better written. Mm.
But like I don't like those cartoons that are catered towards like adults. It's just it's
I
not
feel-
my cup of tea.
All right. We've also been. You've been watching Shameless, right?
Is that good?
It's pretty good.
Heard good
Okay.
things.
Yeah,
I've heard good things.
That and Weeds.
I've heard good things about Weeds
is good,
forever.
but like Weeds stops at like season 4 or 5.
That shit's also
Like,
dumb.
old as fuck.
Yeah.
well, that's the thing. Shameless goes up to like season 12, bro.
Yeah.
They just came out the finale. Like they're done with Shameless. It came out not too long ago on Showtime. I think it's Showtime.
Okay.
Because it's not HBO, but
The other one.
Netflix has the first 10 seasons, and then the last season's available on Showtime. The most recent one. It's good. I like it, guys. But Weeds is also good. It's on Netflix.
I've always heard
Yeah.
Weeds is good.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot actually how like there's a lot of things that like I want to watch, but like I don't know, it's like there's like obviously there's Shameless, there's Breaking Bad, I never watched that, Star Wars, and there's just a lot of things, music, just media that you guys have consumed and you guys kind of just grew up with that I haven't consumed, but I just heard it's good and I want to check it out.
What are you growing up with that you guys are consuming, like Fortnite and
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok? Like that's the thing. Like for us, we can talk about TV shows and movies
We
that are
have
like
specific things.
cultural events, and I feel like I don't know shit about your guys'. Maybe I do because it's just like it's bland though. It's like it's just TikTok or it's just this. Like what are your movements aside from social justice?
BLM.
And and BLM.
Yeah, no, like I kind of felt the same thing, like throughout this, like not throughout like this whole podcast, but when you guys were talking about certain subjects, I'd be like, I don't
Like
really
Apple
know a
Music.
lot about it. Yeah, I don't really know.
What kind of music? Like, how do you find new music that you like? Because I remember being like, I remember struggling with that, bro. Being like, yo, I want to find.
It's so much easier.
You just go down
For
to
me, at
YouTube,
least.
rabbit
Or I don't know. I
hole.
feel like
But
for
here's
the
the
new
thing:
generation,
you can say it's easier, but it's easier to find shit that's delivered to you, right? Like Lil Pump or like, you know what I'm saying? Like Marshmello.
Okay.
Like there's artists and producers that are well known that are delivered to you. Where like we got radio, and then like for us, it was like I want to find someone that's not on the radio.
And you hear this one
So-
song that's really fucking good, and you can't see, hey Siri, what's this song? Or like Shazam it.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck is that song? And you never hear it again.
Yeah, it's like you really had to go and find like genre. So like we have like ska music, punk music, rock music, hip hop.
No beer.
And
Sorry, man.
are we
It's
all
okay.
out?
Yeah, we're done.
We're out.
Oh my god, we did it.
We did it. 12.
We did it.
12-pack.
4 each.
anyways, what?
Yeah, this is for
We
each.
have some
What would you say
warm modelos.
what would you say has impacted your generation the most?
I'm not drinking water.
I think this is kind of obvious, but I definitely do think social media, just in general.
Well, we
So
had social
TikTok.
media too, asshole.
Yeah, but like,
I was on Facebook at 12 years old.
no, like I feel like it's gotten way more different than you guys when you guys have had it. Because I feel like with Facebook and like MySpace, right? That's kind of your thing, right?
Did have a
Facebook and
MySpace.
Well, I never had MySpace, but I had
It-
Facebook.
Loser.
It's I don't feel like it was as competitive and as like harsh as it is
Yeah,
right
you
now.
couldn't make money off it back then. Now you
I was
can.
gonna say you
I-
don't
I
feel
feel-
like that.
I feel like it was mostly purely just actual social like connection, but nowadays I feel like it's a way of social status. You know what I mean? For
There's
some
money
people,
behind it now.
it's a way for I don't know. It's just a way for influences. People have finally know how to monetize social media. So people like obviously TikTok. So you guys know Charlie D'Amelio, right? The
Yes.
biggest TikToker.
The racist who raps.
That's a fake song, by the way. It's made by...
Is it really?
yes, it's made by fucking... I believe... Kodiak Blonde? Something like that. It's a fake song.
All right.
It's not actually Dixie.
But yeah, no, she's like one of the biggest influence. I feel like, and I don't know. It's just like people.
That's a good point, though. I gotta say.
People know how to influence things, like especially with like the whole BLM thing. I feel
Well,
like people know how to influence that to like the fullest, and now everybody's like knows about it.
Well, like you said earlier, is they learned how to monetize it, and you got to remember we live in America.
People are only famous and popular on TikTok because they're attractive.
That's another thing for sure. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, not really. I feel like the beauty standards were already there, but they were just,
Now, the fact that Charlie is, I believe she's 16, 17, and she happens to be the most popular TikToker, most followers, that's a non-correlation right there. That's different. Besides the point.
Can you make it aside the point? Because I don't know what you're saying right now.
I'm saying that a lot of people that are popular and famous on TikTok is because they shake their boobs and butts.
And they're 16?
Charlie, who happens to be has the most followers, she's a minor.
Okay.
So that's either questionable content at first of all.
Well, we all know the same thing happened with YouTube.
Questionable people.
The same thing happened with YouTube where pedophiles were time-stamping inappropriate
that's
video.
how it changed the game.
Fucking if you ever search gymnastics on Instagram, that shit's wild.
What the fuck, bro?
I haven't searched it, but I've seen it's like people. It's like, okay, so like, have you ever seen like gymnasts? They do like a whole bunch of stretches, and it's a lot of kids. And pedophiles, they love to like go through gymnastics like tags and see kids like stretching their legs out. And it's like, oh, I fucking love.
Okay, this is what I'm saying though. Like,
it's weird as
the
fuck.
pedophiles would timestamp it in inappropriate and lewd positions, and that spread through the internet. Right? That was the thing.
Yes.
So, do you think TikTok needs to go through that maturing phase where it's like, here's this thing, here's the kids, people are abusing and marketing kids, let's change the system. Here's a new app, not called TikTok, it's called Glicklock, and we're repeating the same cycle.
Speaking of like,
because it's all I'm trying to say is it's all money. It's all everyone being like, they learned how to monetize it, so all they need to do is eventually at some point create a new app and follow that same pattern.
Yeah. Well, let's say I feel like with the exploitation thing, I feel like people are finally like kind of caught on the exploitation that happens like Hollywood in the music industry. You know what I mean? And now I think it's happening again, but like in the social media where these
The Harvey Weinsteins of TikTok.
Not Harvey Weinstein's of TikTok, but like
You're right though. I mean that's a good point. Like people are gonna exploit it at that level, no matter where you are, for the money and for.
I mean,
I disagree. I don't think people have caught on because the same formula
What
still
the
exists.
fuck do you mean people haven't caught on, Mr. Search Gymnastics?
No, people. Okay, so I'm speaking about the consumer. So like,
yeah,
the creators they're all gonna do whatever it takes to make them like get the most clout, get the
like
most
fighting
clicks.
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Logan's a good fighter. How dare you?
Are you Logan Paul? Logan gang?
All right, my money's still on Floyd.
Sure. Besides the point,
Duh.
I think that
Doesn't matter how big your army is, bro. If you have one juggernaut, you're safe.
Okay.
Floyd's a juggernaut, is all I'm saying.
so to the consumer, it's kind of a lawless market.
Facts.
And the people who create content on TikTok or these social medias who know exactly what they're doing in portraying a certain thing, where they're shaking their underage boobs or underage ass and just putting it out.
It feels weird when you say it like that.
It does feel weird, but people consume this content and it gets them huge. They get tons of clicks. It's a whole weird thing. TikTok's a weird fucking place, man.
Yes, that is true. I feel people, the underage people do that, and I don't know where
It's the stigma nowadays. Like, you have to do this if you want to be popular.
I mean, like,
And it sucks. You don't have to shake your ass if you want to be popular. You can become popular for having a personality.
yeah, and I was gonna say,
Unless you have a podcast called Two Dudes Drinking Beer,
And then you
where
don't
there's
have
tons
any
of personality.
personality.
Strictly only go on TikTok to laugh.
My TikTok feed is fucking atrocious. It's all women, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
we know
it.
why.
Fuck it.
I gotta take another fat piss. I'll be right back.
I
Loser.
only
was
go
gonna
there
say-
for the laughs. I'm sure I've sent some of the haha moments where I'm like, "Fuck, this TikTok was hilarious."
I
So
mean-
I download it and I send it to you guys. But other than that, yeah, there is a lot of
there's a lot of shady business going on there, but I was gonna say, I mean, just look at the kind of like the women icon, I guess. I mean, look at like Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. What are they doing? What's like one of their main selling points? It's the way
I
they
know-
look.
Booty.
I know Josh doesn't like when Lizzo empowers big girls.
Oh my god.
That's a whole thing. Yeah. But yeah, no, just look at them.
You're not
They're
thick, you're fat.
Obese.
It's a health condition. There's a fucking TikTok where it's like, obesity is based off a male body model, so I'm not obese because I'm not a man, I'm a woman. It's like, okay, first of all, go fuck yourself. That's not how it works. You're a woman, you weigh over this much based off your overall body weight, and compared to your BMI of what the average should be, you're obese.
Jeez, harsh words.
It's the truth. It's science. You can't argue that.
Yeah.
You can't argue science. There's no point.
Yes, you can. Hold up. Pause.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa.
I walked in on the best.
On
I
the-
walked in on the best possible
You're
thing.
welcome. I
The
set
whole
you up.
idea of science is to argue science. You give something a theory, and then
Well-
you say, "Hold the fuck on. Let me question this. Let me test this that you've presented. It's all peer reviewed." The idea of science is to question science. How dare you?
Are you going to argue the BMI?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the BMI?
How's it reviewed in science? I don't know.
It's reviewed by professionals.
Shut up.
I don't know
Okay.
either. But if you're obese under the BMI, you're obese. It doesn't fucking matter. There's
Look, if you're a
nothing
fat
else.
ass, you're a fat ass. I don't think there's any. Can we? Okay, so let's talk about body positivity, right? I think it's okay to be overweight and be like, you know what? I might not be a supermodel, but
I'm happy.
I can be happy. I can find a boyfriend. I can find a girlfriend. I can find a partner that I have sex with and enjoy life with. That's body positivity to me. I think body positivity in social media and media in general has taken a stance of if you're fat, you're fat. And
It's
you're,
okay to be fat.
And you're okay with being fat because it's a way to market towards you or
It's a
this or
social
that.
movement.
It's a social movement. And I'm saying I don't think that's what body positivity is. It took me years to even be comfortable in my skin. That's body positivity. Body positivity isn't a weight thing. It's not a gender thing. It's not a race thing. It's just an individual thing.
I want to take the other side of the coin. And if you are body positivity, please keep taking pictures in your bikinis. Please keep doing it. There we go.
All right.
Do it.
Slide off.
And that's what I'm saying though, is like here's
Spread
the
your
thing. The market,
positivity.
think of it, and this is the craziest thing that people don't understand. Like, it's all a market. When they found out how to monetize TikTok, when they found out how to monetize Apple Music, when they found out how to monetize video games, bro, we're all statistics in a market. And someone sat down, crunched the numbers in an Excel spread. Shut up.
Numbers.
In an Excel. Shut up. In an Excel spreadsheet, and they figured out how much to charge for what and this and that, and it's all figured out. It's a capitalist market.
Yeah, I think I've heard this from a YouTube video, or this YouTuber is like, the most valuable thing about you is your data.
Yeah, and that's the truth, is because the reason why BLM, body positivity, the reason why video games have become a sport, the reason why craft beer is... Shut the fuck up, Josh. I see that look. The reason why craft beer is popular is because they know people will pay for it. And you guys can't argue this because it's right, because you guys pay for these things.
I don't pay
It
for
keeps those
esports.
markets alive. What did you just relapse on, motherfucker?
That doesn't mean I'm paying for esports. I'm paying for a game. That's
And
not
that
the esport.
funds esports because
The only thing I've paid for esports is Call of Duty Championships 2015.
I'm not going to sit here and argue this with you. It's a free market. They need money, and every time you pay money, it funds something. It's a circle. It's an economy. It's how it works. If you want that industry to fail, if you want that industry to go away, stop paying attention to it. Stop paying money to it. Put your money and resources towards another industry, another resource, and that is how you control the market.
Esports only exists because of investors, not because of players and people.
Investors invest money because they see money to be made, not because they believe in it. Not because they like Call of Duty.
I disagree.
Because they see a bunch of fucking nerds who want to get together, drink Mountain Dew, eat Doritos, microwave Totino's pizza rolls and play video games.
I disagree.
Yeah.
Go ahead and disagree. It doesn't matter. Look at the numbers. You're a numbers guy. You know this.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing with. You guys are familiar with self-help, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that's also like
The
a
festival?
thing that's that's
Holistic medicine. Are you talking about like jewels and crystals and shit?
no, just like
Meditation, if you will.
People is like, yeah, meditation, like sell you
Sure.
on meditation or sell you on
Sure.
live this life or do this or this how you made $1,000. Just how you
No
can
matter
figure
what
out.
it is you're looking at, they're selling it to you, and if you buy it, they're in business. And because of the internet, because of Facebook, BLM can sell t-shirts. Body positivity can sell t-shirts. Esports can sell games. Latitude 33 can sell beer. TikTok can sell TikTok dances to Fortnite. If there is no money behind it, it won't survive. Trust me, I'm behind a lot of failing businesses right now.
One more thing, I just had to add at this point.
What?
Why does everyone just think that Gen Z is just all Fortnite, man? It's
'Cause
not
you
all
are.
Fortnite.
Okay, look,
Fortnite has that a long time
you're
ago.
getting wrapped up in a small picture of the big picture,
You
right?
are Fortnite.
I'm saying,
It's just a little side note to me.
Sure.
Or side note to, yeah.
sure, but feeling a way about it isn't going to solve it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if that's how you guys are viewed. I don't care if you guys are only TikTok. I don't care if people say okay boomer when I'm 80 years old to me. But eventually some term will come about. It will get put on a t-shirt and someone's going to make money off of it. And if they can make money off of it, that's what's going to make it relevant and real.
Yeah.
And everyone's in competition right now to be relevant and real. And whatever is the most relevant and real has money thrown at it. If we had 1 million concurrent viewers every week, we would be contracted. I promise you. That's network television numbers.
Yeah, no, there's definitely money to be made there.
And so people would want to throw money at us.
Yeah,
And we would have ads. We would say, hey, download this.
Braid Shadow Legends.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah.
Whatever it is you do, whatever it is you are, it can all be summarized by money and capitalism. And if you can't accept that, I'm sorry, because that's just it's the world we live in, it's the nation we live in, it's the system we abide by. You need to learn that. Everyone does.
Yeah. We are the capital, I guess.
Well, you're the consumer.
Mm.
We provide the capital.
No one's going to make a product that you won't buy. The second you stop buying a product, they move on. I'm reading a book right now called Economics in One Lesson.
Is it a book or an article?
It's a book, motherfucker. There are two people who run the economy. Engineers and salesmen. Engineers could engineer anything.
So suppliers.
Oscar, I'm sure you're smart enough and have gone to college to learn this. If there's an issue like a vaccine or whatever the human race needs, there's a way to figure out how to do it in mass production, fast as fuck, and get it out safely.
I mean, yeah, look at the COVID vaccine. I mean, they're coming out with a vaccine right now, and it's only been like a year or so, right?
Thanks for proving my point. If there's anything the human race needs, if it's steel, weapons for war, clothes, mixing gear, it's going to be there. The other half, the engineers can figure it out. They can learn how to build this thing, right? If everyone needed one, they would build it and they'd send it out. There's no cap on ingenuity. There is a cap on salesmen. So salesmen need to figure out what the engineers can build and sell to people. If an engineer invents a cookie that cures hunger and can let you survive for 3 days, the salesman's job is to say, hey, are you tired of eating 3 meals a day? Eat one cookie, it'll last 3 days. If the salesman can't sell that, then it's not going to make money. Meaning the engineer's job, the salesman's job, they're out of business. They can't pay rent. They can't pay utilities. They can't take their family out to dinner or movies or buy their wife a present or buy their kids Christmas gifts. It's all a null and void. If the engineer invents a mixing console and the salesman says, hey, We have people's internet data, and we know Alec likes buying audio gear. Let's advertise this to him. He'll buy it. Eventually, I'll spend a couple $100 on this, feeding that industry. It's the same thing with any internet, any Call of Duty, any TikTok. It's just economics.
Yeah.
The second you buy it, you're supporting it, and you're keeping that business alive. If you don't like TikTok, if you don't like Travis Scott and his fucking Travi Patties or whatever it is, don't go to McDonald's. Don't buy Travis Scott albums, and don't buy that meal that they're promoting. Move on.
Yeah, yeah, it's kind of just business, right?
That's all it is. So when you see Black Lives Matter, when you see esports, when you see something that's moving your generation or your culture, just remember it's always fueled by the almighty dollar. And if you want your generation to be equal rights, remembered for equal rights, make equal rights a movement, and have people buy T-shirts that say "End Racism." Have people buy T-shirts that say "Throw some respect on my name." Whatever it is, where the money is, that's your culture. That's your generation. That's what you're remembered for.
Yeah, I don't think that people really understand that though, because like.
No one does.
Yeah, PS4 comes out with like, we support Black Lives Matter, and everyone's like, I don't know, everyone's like a mixed bag. It's like, it's like some people are like, why did you have to make this political? And other people are like, oh my god, PlayStation, thanks for being so progressive.
When Oreos released a rainbow-colored cream. Do Oreos need gay people to buy Oreos and eat Oreos? No. Oreos. Yeah, Oreos are good by themselves. But if you say, hey, we're Oreo, we support gay rights.
We're Nabisco.
Then there's, essentially you're right.
I think progressivism is a selling point, at least for my generation.
Progressivism is the new...
100%.
Progressivism is the new...
100%.
It's woke. It's wokeism. There's a new ism. Oscar, you once asked me, is all isms bad?
Are all isms.
What'd I say?
Is.
Oscar, I never got your take on that question. Can I ask you that now?
Jeez,
Oscar.
How long ago was that?
Years ago.
Oh, jeez.
There's a lot of new isms since then.
Yeah.
There's there's wokeism, but I'm saying this is just a new ism.
Mm-hmm.
It's monetism. Monetization. Monetization, but it's for this thing, and that's what I'm saying. No matter what, if fucking Bernie Sanders was president and free healthcare was a thing, that money would still need to come from somewhere. And if it's gonna be
taxes,
is the money coming from taxes, or is it coming from an online campaign about BLM and body positivity?
Nope.
People are getting paid. That is what we live on. What is your take on isms? Comma. What is your take on isms? Question mark.
They're there to identify said action. I feel it has a negative connotation. I've never been for it or against them.
You've been neutral.
Yeah.
It'll prescribe to any isms.
Do I prescribe?
Yes.
Like relate or have
do you
heard?
do you identify as humanitarianism,
any
capitalism,
isms.
Communism?
Well,
do you believe in
follows
any of those
capitalism.
ideas? Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the system we live in. Whether you support capitalism or not, you could be a communist living in a capitalism system, just to keep the isms in line. But you abide by those. Have you heard the term "when in Rome"?
Yes.
When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. You could be racist, you could be misogynist.
Just because the Romans were.
No, you could be racist, you could be misogynist.
Yes.
You can be genderist, ageist. You could be whatever you want.
Because the Romans were.
Shut up, Josh. But if you're in America, you could be all those things and put your money towards those things. and you're still a capitalist. You're still in capitalism because you're in Rome. You're in America. You're living by our rules. If you want to live in free healthcare, move to Canada. You want to get the free healthcare? Move to Canada. You'll
Belgium's
be...
Europe as
better.
well, I'm pretty sure.
Huh?
Belgium's better.
Okay, so fucking move to Belgium then.
Waffles.
Waffleism. But the thing is, when you're in Rome, when you're in America, you're capitalist. When you're in China, you're communist. When you're in Russia,
Still capitalism. Still communism.
still communist. It's one of those things. It's like you are ruled by the land you live on, in the laws and rules written on the law of the land.
Fucking woke, dude.
It doesn't matter if you sit here and say Black Lives Matter. It doesn't matter if you sit here and say body positivity matters, because all that really matters on this soil is, can I make money if I put it on a t-shirt? You want to move to China and sell Black Lives Matters t-shirts? Go ahead. Tell me how that works out. You're not making shit for money. You want to go to Russia saying Black Lives Matter? Body positivity matters? Good luck. Tell me how that shit works out. It's not going to. They don't have the same system in place.
Do you ever think that we could change that system, or that it will ever change?
No.
I think one of the fundamental rules is that we are supposed to change the system.
For better, right?
Yeah.
Or do you think
I think
it
it's
might
the-
go for worse?
I think it's the people's job to change the system when the government does not do the job that when the government isn't doing the job that the people say is adequate for the people. It is the people's duty to revolt and fight back the government, saying you need to change the system so it fits the people, which is why the Constitution is amendable, so we can get what we say we want. Take, for example, I'm going to cut you off real quick. I'm sorry. Take, for example, the last 20 presidential elections. Popular vote has always been for one party, and the Electoral College has always been for the other. That does not reflect the people's view. That does not reflect the majority view. That is not democracy. That is a republic. That is a democratic republic of upper echelon rich people choosing the fate of the less fortunate in money, career, race, ethnicity, gender, whatever role. They're all second class to the upper class of people with money and power. It's up to the masses to say, hey, we don't fucking like this. We want to change this. The same way every revolution has happened.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say was that, don't you think that those people who are, upper echelon, those are in power, don't you think that they have I don't know, don't you think that they have a lot of, how do we fight against that?
You know what I think they have a lifespan. I think we all have a lifespan. And one thing I learned about freedom is that if you leave it alone, it'll die on its own.
But isn't it better that I don't know, we try
Look
to?
at the history of Rome, Greece, China. They've all fallen and risen many times over. The United States, when you go to college, you're going to learn the term hegemonic. Right now, the United States is the hegemon of the world economy. It is the strongest economy, strongest military in the world. At one time, Britain was. At another time, another nation will be. We will rise, we will fall. We need to find out a system that we no longer rise nor fall. We are all together. It's like humanism or globalism, whatever it may be. It may be an ism, but eventually we will get to that point in time and space where we all sit down together and say, you know what? Fucking war's not working, capitalism's not working, communism's not working. What if we all just kind of fucking sit down and drink on a podcast and talk about our issues? What if we stop going to war? What if we eventually we're going to hit this point where we say, what if we do something different? And we will. And if it works, great. It might work for 200 years, 300 years. The United States has only been around for 300 years. That's 3 people ago.
On average.
On average.
Yeah.
But there's also still going to be those deep-rooted traditionalists.
Sure.
Or those who are gonna fight back against the progressive.
Because
And that's
everyone
okay.
is so far up their own
And that's okay.
asshole.
And that's okay, because what matters is you don't have to be communist in America, because at the end of the day, you're paying rent, you're paying for clothes to capitalist things. So if we become humanitarian worldism, humanism, whatever it is, if we figure out a system for that, we'll be supporting that idea, and it won't matter if you're communism, if you're communist, capitalist, socialist, whatever it is you are, because at the end of the day, we'll figure out a system that is supporting all races, genders, orientations, whatever. Like it's possible, and we work towards it. That's why Rome fell. That's why Sparta fell. Sparta was a militaristic. It was militarism.
Well, they fell to their own hubris.
Sure, but
Besides the point.
America will fall to its own hubris. Everyone's gonna fall to their own hubris, and once you put your fucking ego and all your shit, once you put all your fucking shit aside, realize everyone dies, and we need to survive as humans, not races. When you realize that, man, politics are out the window. The only reason politics are still here is because we're in a system that allow politics to exist, to where you can make money off being Democrat or Republican or socialist.
Yeah. I have have you heard of this new Twitch law, or this new DMCA law that basically supposedly basically it's a really shitty strict DMC law where basically if you, let's just say you're a Twitch streamer, right? And you play 1 second or 2 seconds of fucking Kid Cudi new album, whatever, and that basically you can the people the corporations that own the Kid Cudi music, the record
Can
studio
sue you and shit.
can sue you and shit, and can even send you to prison.
Yeah.
And that shit only got passed because some Republican or whatever got paid by corporations or music labels.
Always
who were
money. Always money. I follow,
Lobbying.
and you know what's the shittiest thing?
Lobbyists.
He got paid $2,000 just to pass some really low number just to pass that.
and that's the thing. I follow a bunch of musicians and producers on YouTube, and I've seen a lot of them go to court and carry trials for the same thing. And they're they get mad because someone will sue Taylor Swift someone sued Katy Perry. And they're they use the same. They got sued on the premise of using the same musical scale as Katy Perry. Do you know Dark Horse? Bum bum bum.
Yeah, I've
bum,
heard
bum.
of this.
It just goes down the scale. There's another song in the world that does that. It did it before Katy Perry's song, and they sued her for $30 million, and they won.
Bro.
Also,
can you guys remind me who is she married to?
Orlando
She
Bloom.
was married to Russell Brand. And,
She's
Go
with
on,
Orlando
go on.
Bloom.
she married to Orlando Bloom.
Bro, when I found that out, I was like,
I love Katy Perry. She's beautiful.
that's the thing though. He can do so much better, bro.
He can or she can?
Or-
He can, bro.
Orlando
Really?
What?
I don't know, man. I think Katy Perry's beautiful.
All Orlando Bloom is known for is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Bro, he's a good-looking dude.
He's
bro.
average.
I mean, I'd rather take Katy Perry to Orlando Bloom, bro. I don't know about you.
Of course you would. You're already biased.
She's beautiful. That's what I'm saying.
That's your bias showing.
Oh.
Okay,
my
for the
God.
record, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean before I ever heard a Katy Perry album, and I like Katy Perry more. If that does anything for you.
Okay.
That doesn't.
didn't Katy Perry starting Christian music, and then all of a sudden she dropped California Girls, and all of a sudden she just
She did.
yeah.
Capitalism.
She's a
She's
mom
so
now too.
Yes, she has. a child.
Jesus.
She is?
She got preggers by Orlando.
Good for him, I guess.
Jeez.
And that's the thing. At some point, you got to realize it's just all we have to do is give birth to.
There's already a hole in your sock.
What the fuck is wrong? There's already a fucking hole in your shit, bro. What's up? What's up?
Just knock them all over. Fuck it.
First of all, I only knocked over 3 cans.
Welcome to Chaos on 2 Dudes Drinking Beer.
We talked about fucking
Alec
philosophy
went over
and what we think of capitalism, and then we fucking
Fucking Alec talked for
cans.
15 minutes, and Oscar and I are silent.
I'm sorry. I'm also passionate about being a good.
Passing it?
This is your problem.
Fuck yourself. You already have a hole in your sock. You just put them on.
Well, maybe you should have bought me better socks for Christmas. I don't know.
It was a re-gift. Air horn sounds.
You know what it is? It's from the. It had those little plastic things in it, and I ripped it out.
Oh, it definitely was from that. Yeah.
Nice.
Ow.
As you casually kick
As
the
I
table.
fucking crush my pinky toe on the
I think
table.
I got the Superman ones for a gift.
Yeah?
Yeah. I would never wear a sock like that though.
Are you DC or Marvel, or
Oh,
do you
I'm
give a
Marvel.
shit? Marvel for
Marvel,
sure.
For sure.
You?
probably Marvel.
Josh?
I like the X-Men, so Marvel.
Oh, nice. I like X-Men too.
X-Men are fucking dope.
I just saw that, bro. Tell me why I was just randomly scrolling through TikTok one day. I saw a Family Guy episode with Meg where she's the Silver Surfer.
Mm.
That song on that episode. This is what dreams are made of.
Oh.
This is.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Sweet
dude.
dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?
I'm not trying to get a copyright strike on this fucking episode.
Everybody's searching for something sweet.
I'm not trying to get a copyright strike on this fucking episode.
Bro, that's the thing, bro.
If that's not a highlight, I will murder you again.
That's
Out
the
of
thing,
spite,
bro.
it won't be.
All right,
Bro, that's
Alec
the
is
thing.
going to jail now since
I've
you know
heard that
DMC law.
song way back, like
I need
maybe
to add
10
that.
years, a decade ago
It's
at
an old
least.
song.
And then I was just scrolling through my phone, and I was like, that scene came on. I was like, holy shit, I know this song. What is this song? And
I love that. It's a Cher song.
I think I spent like 3 days at least searching for that song. I like typed in the lyrics into Google, and I
Alright.
was like, what is this song? And I found it. I finally
Sweet
found
Dreams
it.
by Annie Lennox and Eurythmics.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a Cher
you're
song.
Yeah.
Shut up, Josh.
All right, no, stop. You should
That
follow
is
your
a song.
partner.
DMCA. I'm not trying to get a copyright.
You should follow. This is not copyright. You cannot copyright us. Well, I don't want you guys to go to jail, so no, you cannot listen to this. Please, no. Yo, you're gonna get copyright strike, dude. If you guys get monetized,
Alec, fuck off.
one episode is gonna get taken down because of that.
No reason. Why would it be playing on X-Men?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
But-
I know.
Silver Surfer and X-Men. Are
I
not
know
the same
Deadpool-
Well,
thing.
that's the thing. That episode of Family Guy, Meg copied the Silver Surfer in that scene where
So
he
you thought it was?
just froze everything, right? In the X-Men, what was it? It was that guy from American Horror Stories
I don't know.
that played the Silver Surfer.
I know Deadpool's technically an X-Men, and he uses a lot of music like that. It doesn't really fit the mood.
The X,
For-
was
but
it
it's
Before
comedic
Time
purposes.
Or X-Men.
I don't know. I've only seen a few of the X-Men movies. They're not really good.
I've seen them all.
The live-action ones are not very good.
Which one am I talking about, bro?
I don't fucking know,
Before
man.
Times? I watched that on
Days of
Disney
Future
Plus.
Past?
Days of Future Past. Yeah.
Before times, yeah. That one's the worst.
I don't know.
That's the one where they went back in time.
But basically,
first. That's bad.
Wolverine goes and finds everyone, and then they're in this scene where like they're about to get shot, and then this guy that was one of the main characters in American Horror Story, he freezes time, and then he just walks around.
He
the
just
room.
Quicksilver. He goes really fast.
Quicksilver, yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen.
yeah.
Yeah. So he doesn't freeze time. He just moves so fast.
That's like
Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That X-Men scene.
The house is burning down.
Replicates it with that song, which
Got
I was
it.
like, I've heard this song. I fucks with this
I don't.
song.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
Great song. I don't think
Silver
they have
Surfer threw me off because I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
because
so
that's
sorry.
Fantastic Four.
Four.
I'm so sorry. I
and
meant
I was like, what the
Quicksilver.
fuck are you talking
It's all
about?
good.
Quick what?
Quicksilver.
I'm sorry. I meant
They're
all good.
It's close.
Didn't he fucking die like the first movie he was
Silver
in? Or something
Surfer's
like that? Like
Fantastic
Adventures?
Four. Oh,
Fantastic
I'm so
Four,
sorry, guys.
It's all good,
Yeah.
bro.
So
You don't need to apologize for that.
was
But that
confused
song's
for a little
dope.
bit.
I fucks with that
Great song.
It's
Yeah.
80s, right?
For sure.
It's a good Cher song.
Do you guys mess with
Shut up.
the? You guys mess with the
You're so
Darling to the
complimenting
Galaxies
me.
volume?
You guys don't share your music with me. Then I have Apple Music.
I listen to hardcore, man. You don't like that.
You don't listen to the. Do you want me to share? I'll share a playlist with you.
Man.
He'll
The only person I share the playlist with is Yesenia, bro.
Still.
Still?
He's
Still? What do you mean still?
I haven't seen her in 2 years.
Yeah, we kind of don't talk to her.
yeah.
She doesn't fuck
Well-
with us anymore, bro. She's got a boyfriend.
We're still friends, but like
Damn.
on paper.
Yeah, but
On paper.
in text messages 3 times a year saying happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah.
Damn.
Not to bring
Not
it back
even
to like
damn.
an
Just
old topic, but like when I told my Oscar, yo, I got Spotify, he sounded so disappointed. He like
I would be
he
too.
had his jokes.
No, we'll still stick to
His-
that.
I would be too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, your brother's right in his feelings.
you are wrong for your purchase.
You had the option
Yeah,
of
but that,
choosing between
yeah,
Spotify
as
and
I-
Apple
You
as
Music.
had
Alex
you had the
established-
capitalism choice of choosing one music over another music, and you chose the wrong music.
well, I don't know. I got established in Spotify. I'm gonna continue with Spotify, and if I don't like it,
And
well,
you didn't even get Showtime or Hulu.
Damn.
So-
Yeah, doesn't it? You get iTunes. You
I'm
get,
not
you know,
a
stuff
student.
3
I'm
months
not
of-
a student.
You go to
Then why-
fucking school. You're a
I'm
student.
I'm not a college student.
Same shit.
Fake it.
Elizabeth tried to, but I don't know. She's like, I'm too lazy to do it, and then she just never
Exactly.
did.
So you should have gone with
So
Apple
that's a real
Music.
college student
Yeah.
right there.
God.
Too lazy. Don't want to. Not feeling it. I don't
Nah.
fucking vibe with
You'll be
it.
fine.
Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be good.
Nice. I think that's yeah.
We're at 2:55.
I was say we almost gone for 3 hours. This feel like it's felt like 10 minutes for me.
Yeah, it's you know you.
Does anyone have any closing thoughts? I think it's a good time to close it
No,
out.
just listen to your fucking rants,
Shut up.
and you talk for a solid like 10
Alex
minutes.
rants.
I
episode.
am passionate.
You are, but you can concise your thoughts down to fewer words.
You guys wouldn't understand if I used fewer words.
Thank you, Josh, for having me and my little brother on.
course.
I know, Josh, you work a hella ton. Bro, you haven't slept.
An hour of
homie.
sleep.
Slept a
bro,
solid
and
hour
I
in
feel
the
like
last
an
48.
asshole cutting
I'm
in
chilling.
on your nap. Bro, this homie texted me, be here at 1. I showed up at noon. A whole hour early, bro. Like, I feel like a fucking asshole, but thank you for having
It's
me
okay.
on.
You operate on BPT, so it's okay.
Not today.
What is BBT?
Black
Brown
people
people
time.
time.
Oh, it's black or brown?
Both.
Pick one.
Fuck it. Alright.
If you're late and you're that color.
They're always late.
You resonate with that color. That's who you are.
Yeah.
Emilio, any closing words?
I don't know.
Say
You're
thank
really
you, dickhead.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on. You're welcome. Second and third time.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Second time. It's been really nice.
Cool.
First
Josh?
time in the flesh.
First time in the
Well,
flesh.
first time for real in the flesh. You've cameoed before
Yes.
in the flesh.
Uh-huh.
Then the video conference. And not for real. Thank you guys for watching. Share the podcast with a friend if you like the show. I should say this at the beginning, but besides the point. Yeah. This is like 63, 62.
60s.
We're there. Gone for almost a year.
Thanks for hanging out with us.
See ya.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking dumbass. I can still keep talking and walking. Because I'm cool like that.